gang. Y'all already know. Hey, listen, we know we saw an exciting week. Hey, fellas, I know y'all ready. Hey, listen, ain't no introduction needed. Y'all know what it is. I'm going to let my boys kick this off first because y'all, hey, listen, we on all platforms right now. So I know we coming in hot. Hey, Chuck, hey, Tone DeShields, tell them where to find you at, my guy, before I kick this thing off.
What's goody? What's good? It's your boy Tone DeShields II from Chalk It Up, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. Y'all can find me anywhere on YouTube. Listen, type in Tone DeShields II, ToneDeshields II. Chalk it up. Like, once again, Eagles content, Sixers content. This is what I do. This is what I love. Born and raised in Philly. I do it because it's for the gratitude. It's for the love. And at the end of the day, we got to spread it. And times is rough, but at the end of the day, this sports is going to get us through any and everything. One love, y'all.
Yo, that. What's going on, man? You know who it is. You know what it is. Your boy Philly Fresh, a.k.a. the General, man. Listen. Also, a.k.a. Full for the Better Bird podcast. Shout out to my guys. They not here. I got my two other guys with me. Listen. Shout out to all y'all. I see y'all. The link coming. Just give us a second. The link coming. Shout out for all of y'all. Notification gang. Yo that. What's going on? I see y'all in the chat. What up, Murph? Infamous. Sports legend. Man, I see y'all. I see y'all. Shout out to all of y'all being in here early, man. We got some conversations to talk about. How you feel? We already seen what happened with the Saints. How you feel? You know what I mean? How do you feel about the quarterback switch? Man, we ain't talked to y'all in a week. And a lot happened in a week.
A lot.
So we got to talk, man. We gonna let y'all talk also, man. But give us a second. Let us go through the motion with my guy Philly Notion. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, you already know how we kicking this thing off. Y'all said it best. We got a lot to talk about. But before we get into any and all of that, yeah, warm it up though. You know what time it is. You know who you on with. You know who you rocking with. It's your boy Philly Notion. Notion gang, salute. You already know. Hey, let's check the 4K real quick. Because last time I checked, the belt is within reach. Yes, sir. Hey, ring check. Y'all already know we still in there. I don't know how y'all fellas feeling, but a win is a win. Hey, we did that. Please believe that. But hey, listen, if you new to this ride, y'all know what to do. Go hit that subscribe and activate that notification just so y'all live with all the Notion vibes. Again, check the description links below. We on all platforms right now. Sub up every last one of these fellas because they out there doing their thing, kicking that Eagle flavor. So, hey, fellas, y'all already know. Let's go and dive into it. I know they hot with the chat.
Hey, hold on. Before we dive into it, hey, listen, I got a question for you. How long is it going to take you to get to Jalen Hurts bobblehead?
Bro, you already know. Hey, listen.
I'm just asking.
Hey, that's a fair question, brother. And I'm going to tell you right now, the thought was actually conceived last week. So,
I see Carson ain't up there no more.
Carson.
Oh, man.
Hey, he in timeout, bro. He in timeout, bro. Hey, you already know. Hey, the thought has been conceived already, bro. The Jalen Hurts, hey, bobblehead, they lucky. It ain't on order yet. They ain't got him in Eagles gear yet. But I looked, my guy. Hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please believe that.
Okay. Hey. All right. Go ahead, man. I ain't mean to interrupt. Just had to know.
You already know. This is how we rocking today.
Make sure. No, how many people we got in here real fast?
Look like we got a total what? We got 23 in building up right now. So we got 23 in the building.
Okay. Hey, make sure y'all.
We appreciate y'all.
Please make sure
everybody, y'all already know.
Whatever
will do any and everything for us, y'all. Y'all know what that's going to do. The like button gonna move the wave, gonna move the culture. Y'all want that to happen.
If y'all don't know, this joint is on all three of our channels. So if you rock with all three of us, you can come in and out, and you can do more in and outs than Jason Peters. You know what I mean?
Facts. Hey, we're going kicking that off, fellas. I mean, real quick, before we dive into this, I mean, let's talk about, what it is. We can't dodge these injuries for whatever the case may be. Hey, I know we got some injury news. Hey, Rodney McLeod out for the year. Jack Driscoll
Yeah,
out
that's the
for
big
the
one.
year.
Yeah, those two big ones. Those are two big ones. Those are two big ones. For the simple fact that Jack Driscoll, for a rookie, what he's been able to do and the impact he's been able to make, he's come in at a moment's notice every single time. And they've said, we've had 12 offensive line shifts in the past, 13 games, and it's going to be 13, this coming game. So at that point, when Jack Driscoll was in, he was productive. He came in that Redskins game, was very productive. And I feel like he's only going to get better. For a fifth-round pick, he has extreme value. And it's a shame that he sprained his MCL, but I think he's going to bounce back. He's going to have a good offseason, to recover. Jeff Stoutland is going to, get that guy going. So, it's only a matter of time. And it's okay. This season was a wash anyway. It's okay. But, the injury sucks ultimately. And Ronnie McLeod, that one just really hurts because, we won a Super Bowl with that guy. And I wanted him to kind of go out in a blaze of glory, but this season kind of really didn't go that way. He was having a good season as well in pass coverage. Run defense, that's a different conversation. But pass coverage, he was having a good year, and it's a shame he went out the way he did, but he went out on a good win, a respectable win. And I'm gonna pass it over to my man Fresh.
This offensive line, I don't know what they've been feeding these guys. I don't know what if it's on the personal trainers. I don't know if it's on the medical staff. I don't know what's going on, but man, to think about how, like you just said, and I've been saying for a long time, to think about how to come into week 14, this is going to be your 13th different offensive line. That is unheard of, man. When you really look at it, break it down, like just think about that. And that's what I'm trying to preach to people about the quarterback situation. Now it's on Jalen Hurts. A quarterback cannot function and cannot, and maybe Jalen Hurts can more because he get busy. So he get busy with his feet. So maybe it don't hurt. Matter of fact, I know it's not going to hurt him as much, but still, like that offensive line that we seen against the Saints was the best offensive line we had all year. Just facts.
The best, arguably.
Just facts. The way that they was.
It's not even a question. Not even a question. I was watching. I saw Gig City's all 22. I also watched Breaking the Birds all 22 of Jordan Mailata. And Jordan Mailata had an amazing game.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say. I just made a video about the offensive line. You know what I mean, and about Jake Elliott. I see y'all. I talked about him in my last video. I put up about 2 hours ago. So when you really look at it, Jeff Stoutland, man, he needs to find a job. Like I would love him to stay here because of what he has done. And when you look at it. If somebody developed wide receivers like this, if somebody developed running backs like this, Deuce has. I ain't even going front. I think Deuce has been doing a good job.
Yeah, I did. He has a good track record.
Yeah, if somebody developed quarterbacks like this had a job. When you look at it, to have a guy that Tone was just talking about not play football ever until 2.5 years ago. And you put him on a field, and he is your best lineman right now, hands down. Nobody's better than him.
Yeah, when you add in like physicality, size,
a lot of it is because of his size. But you see the way that this dude can move his feet. You see he don't take no prisoners. If you in my way, you better freaking move. Like seriously, man. When I say Andre Dillard can get traded, or he can just sit on the bench. Sit your behind,
or we find a way to move him. We find a way to move him, Fresh. Like I think we still have him on the contract for what, 2 more seasons,
right?
Or
who you talking about, Dillard?
Dillard, is it 2 or 3 more seasons? How much?
It's 3 because he's a first-round pick.
Yeah, he's first round. He got 4. Yeah.
You get 5 years. You get 5 years.
So he got 3 years left.
Yeah, he got 3 years left.
Got 3 years.
Listen, I would find a way to incorporate him because he's not a lost cause. I don't want to say that much. I feel
no. We don't know what he could have been this year. He just got hurt.
Yeah, but on top of that,
I'm gonna tell you that
Eagles ruined him.
I'm gonna tell you this: he ain't better than that kid. I was just
no, and that's
no. I'm not saying that you're saying that. I'm just saying.
Got you.
When you really look at it, I don't care that he was a 7th round pick and that Dillard was a first. Put your talent where it needs to be, and that's starting. Because we've seen this all year. We've seen this with a Mr. Jason Peters. We've seen this with a Alshon Jeffrey, things like that. I don't give a damn what they're getting paid. I don't give a damn where they was drafted at. We even see it with a J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Why the hell is John Hightower being inactive, but J.J. Arcega-Whiteside does nothing but hold water bottles and slaps people on the helmet when they come off the field? Is being active to do what? It's like, and this is why I say there's so many things that we need to talk about.
Wait, I got a question real quick. I got a question. I got a question. Fresh, real quick.
Go ahead.
What's that, Tom?
I got a quick question for you, Fresh. Do you think and no, she could probably answer this too. Do you think any real coach, any football coach that wants to win, do you think he would have a man like J.J. Arcega-Whiteside on his roster? Like straight up, like yes or no? Like anyone that wants to win, do you think he would have him active or at any point on his roster, knowing he hasn't done anything since he's been drafted?
Bro, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside need to be on a practice squad. Period. Like,
okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Cool. I'm glad you said that.
That's where I'm at.
Man.
But do you think like on any other team, do you think he would have had the role he would have? Like on the other team?
No, but we don't just see it with him. Remember Matt Hollins? Remember Greg Ward was just waiting in the wings.
That begs the question.
Remember Dante Burnett, which is waiting in the wings.
What's the question behind it? Because
this begs the question: who's really making the decision?
We already know.
I think Howie is pulling the strings beyond belief, and I just don't think when you think about the deficiencies that's blatant, like you said, Matt Hollins. When you think about J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, those two wide receivers in particular in our history have been blatant disappointments, blatant disregards for the production of our team, and they've still maintained active roster spots, or if anything, they haven't even been like J.J. Arcega-Whiteside not even been dropped to the practice squad yet. Not even. He's done absolutely nothing.
He needed to go to the.
Hey, listen.
I've seen them drop guys to the practice squad for less.
I'm gonna tell you one thing right now, and that's one of the things the Eagles do best. Like
it's the picks, bro. It's the.
Mean, that's one of the things the Eagles have always done, though. That's just a common thing. We hold on to receivers way too long. Like I said, you can go through a slew of receivers on here that it is what it is. We haven't had that truly number one, give me that ball type receiver. I honestly still don't think we have it now. I mean, out of all the talent we have, we wasted Dorial Green Beckham, Josh Huff, like you said, Nelson Aguilar. The list goes on. We just need a bona fide number one receiver to invest in. Period. Jordan Matthews. All of these players right here are like, third string, second possible string. Jeremy Macklin, for crying out loud.
I like Jeremy.
Jeremy Macklin was a baller, bro.
Yeah, he got busy.
Okay.
He got busy.
He was a baller.
He got busy.
But at the same time, honestly, compare him to I would say like a DK Metcalf.
No.
We're not saying that. But when you think about it,
for what he was actually doing,
that trio that they had,
DeShaun Jackson, Jeremy Macklin, Jason Avant,
But let me ask, did we have a true number one wide receiver? Would you say Macklin?
No.
Was that number one?
Only time, and like, bro, and this video was so crazy to me, right? That I posted it twice. I posted it last year, then I posted it at the beginning of this season. And the Eagles, and this is when Harold Carmichael got into the Hall of Fame. I made the video, right? So if y'all really want, I can't give you the breakdown off my head, but if y'all really want the breakdown, just go fully fresh. Harold Carmichael, it's going to come up. Do you know that after Harold Carmichael, we have drafted one wide receiver that went to the Pro Bowl, and that was Mike Quick. One. No, two. DeShaun Jackson went 2. Drafted, bro. Like what? 50 years ago. Like just
you don't invest in the talent.
Just think about it. Now, had we had dudes like we already know T.O. Come on, man. But we didn't draft him. You know what I mean? So when you really look at it, this organization has not valued the wide receiver position for a very, very long time, man.
Why do you think that is?
Same reason we ain't got no ring. I mean, well, we got 1 ring now. Because
what you mean, Fresh? What you mean?
I said one.
Blasphemy.
But when you and even then, bro, we didn't have no number 1. Alshon wasn't no number 1 wide receiver. No. Everything just came into fruition, and we was running the football down people's throats. You know what I mean? And Carson was Carson. Like, come on, man. 33 touchdowns in 13 games.
I posted the link, so this thing about to start filling up. Just a heads up. I pinned it, everybody. Hey, if y'all
you always try to jump. You try.
Hey, I try to sneak y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know when y'all on conversation, I try to hit them with it.
No, it's all good though, because I'm really curious to hear what people see about.
And I like to know that because I know a lot of this conversation today is going to be.
Jalen Hurts. I'm going to give
Jalen
Hurts his props. That boy came with the ball. I'm gonna give him his props. He carried the ball straight like that.
He get his flowers.
No, like straight like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this is a good week for me. Can't nobody tell me
and
nothing.
My humble opinion,
because I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
I think Jalen just fits better currently. The way this defense is set up right now, Jalen just fits better. He fits better.
Hey, I completely agree, bro. The way this scheme is run. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, like Jalen Hurts may actually fit Carson Wentz, in my opinion, right now, his scheme and the way he's running things. So, I mean, I'm going to tell you, I'd like to know this from y'all too. And I'm sure we might get some questions from, or I know that's probably going to be a question I'm going to ask some of the people is definitely, listen, like if for whatever reason, right, the Eagles went out, will Doug Peterson keep his job?
Well, he's fighting for his job right now. That was the main reason he subbed in Jalen Hurts. He's fighting for his job. I think he's on the hot seat regardless. But when you think about his resume from the very beginning, year 1, he drafted Carson Wentz, no playoff appearance. Year 2, Super Bowl. Year 3, divisional round appearance. Year 4, first round. Well, actually, division round appearance again, right? Because we did a wild card. No, I'm sorry, wild card appearance. 4th year wild card appearance against Seattle, and then 5th year, here we are. So each year, we have literally went the round of getting worse and worse and worse every single year. The only thing's missing is the NFC Championship, but like we went like each year we've gotten worse. Is what I'm saying. Like, we go from Super Bowl all the way to the bottom of the barrel. And this has been a blatant act of terror, act of tyranny against this organization from Howie Roseman and Doug Peterson before allowing it to go this far, this long. The lack of development, the lack of innovation. There was just a pause on everyone's mentality. You know what I mean? Like everything just kind of got a pause. People got fat. I think the front office more than the players got fat off of the Super Bowl. I don't think we talk about that.
Hey, hold on real fast, Tone. Hey, everybody, give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Is the stream working on my behalf? If it's not,
so all right, let me tell y'all something because it looks like right now what I'm seeing. So we got this thing loaded. So we're gonna start cycling people through here because we got more than 10 in the back.
If you can't get in, that means it's 4. Yeah. That's all it is, y'all. Notion got a leg up on me again, so I wasn't my fault, y'all. But give us time. Listen, everybody backstage, it's a lot of people that want to get in. So like, I understand y'all want to speak our piece. We're gonna let y'all, but we gotta keep it rolling. We gotta keep it moving. We're going to keep doing this, y'all. So I need
that link, Notion.
And not only that. If you see that drawing ain't full, you can come back in. You know what I mean? But we just got to keep this joint rolling this time, man. Appreciate
Yes,
all of
sir.
y'all, man. We gonna let y'all talk. We definitely gonna let you talk. But before we do, Tone,
yes, sir.
because I was putting a link in when you had said something, but it kind of clicked my ear. You was like Jalen Hurts fits better with this situation.
Right.
My thing is, I think Doug made it to where as though Jalen Hurts fits better in this situation. All the things that we've been calling for, Tone. Like if you look at my videos from week 1, all the things that I've been saying, all the things I asked you to do, all the things I asked you to do for Carson, you did none of that. But for one week, you do it for another guy, and it confuses me. Why is it that you sit there and let this guy take a beating after beating after beating, knowing that the offensive line freaking stinks, knowing that he's not playing at a high level in the pocket? He's not. But yet and still, when he gets rolled out once a game, every single time, it's a big play. But yet and still, you don't keep doing that for this kid, man. And it's a shame. It's a shame that now all of a sudden that you do it. Now, am I happy that you did it? Yeah, but I do got mixed feelings because not only what you doing Carson wrong, you was doing Miles Sanders wrong. He finally got 100 yards, and you still didn't run him enough to me. You only got 14 touches. Like that still wasn't enough. And then your situational football. Can we talk about that real fast before we bring these people on? You are up. You are up 3 points. You got the ball on your 40-yard line. And you know that your defense just got decimated in one drive. Rodney McLeod went out. Darius Slay went out. Avonte Maddox went out. Instead of trying to pin these guys back at the 10-yard line, you know what? Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'm gonna go for it. And then you call the dumbest play again. Like Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry. I like Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts, when it comes to 4th and 1s, he can't do that like Carson does. He doesn't have that big body.
Oh, you mean the QB sneak? You mean?
Yeah, you talking about the
Oh, so, okay. So you mean the quarterback sneak that play specifically?
I'm talking about the quarterback sneak and the other 4th down. The last 4th down when we was up and we was at the 40-yard line. I think it was it 4th quarter? Yeah, it was 4th quarter.
Hey, I'm gonna remind y'all real quick too, though.
You talking where he fumbled?
Jalen Hurts did throw a tub on a 4th and 2, or I think it was like 4th and 4th and 2.
Both of his touchdowns that he's
down, bro.
Has been on 4th.
But he was down. Oh, you talking about?
No, that's last week. Yeah, he threw a tub on 4th down.
Both his touchdowns.
But that doesn't mean that you got to keep doing it, bro.
No.
That's not Hurts' fault. That's on coaching.
I'm not talking about Hurts. I'm talking about Doug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Dougie.
I ain't say nothing wrong. Come on, man. I ain't say that ain't got nothing to do with Hurts. I'm just saying that his play. I said, can we talk about the play calling in the Saints game?
Right. He got a little more creative.
And how I still think that he didn't give Miles Sanders the football enough, because really, when you look at it, Jalen Hurts ran for he ran 15 times.
18 for about 108 yards.
I think it was 15. I think he ran 16 times.
No, it was 18.
Oh, okay. I could be wrong. That it rarely happens, but okay, we'll see. But so when you look at it though, 8 of them Jones was pass plays. 8 or 9 of them was pass plays, and he got busy. You know what I mean? So he's saving Doug and making it look like Doug called a good game when really he did not. He had a good half or a good quarter, but yet and still, the situation when football comes in, he acts like he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He doesn't know how to run the ball enough to me, and it's still going to be a problem, especially when you got a rookie quarterback, which we seen him do to Carson Wentz in 2016. Carson Wentz had the most attempts as a rookie ever. That's a problem to me, man. Stop thinking that you got to show, look what I did. Look how I developed this guy. Look at me. I was a backup, but I'm living through I'm living through Carson Wentz, and I'm living through Jalen Hurts. Now stop it, man. Run the freaking football. Go ahead.
Hey, fellas. No, I'm going to go ahead and bring, again, I know we're going to open this thing up. of course, because I see some youngins back here also, the Youngberg gang. I'm going to bring them, of course, on first. I know they probably got school and stuff tomorrow. So, hey, first on, I'm going to bring my guy, Braden, Eagles fan. Let's go. Come on with it. Yes, sir. What's going on,
Yo,
Braden?
he
gotta get it on first. You know he got big. Hey,
you already know, bro.
Yo, he got the skins out. He got the skins out.
I got the Eagles helmet.
Okay, youngin.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
you ain't watching the Sixers game? What's going on here?
I gotta support my Philly.
Appreciate you.
Love.
Appreciate you,
Definitely love. Hey, I got a question for you, Braden. It's one of the things I need to know from the, from the youth. Let me know, is Jalen Hurts the future?
He's a Hall of Famer.
You gave him the crown. HOF.
You gave him the gold jacket. You gave him the gold jacket already?
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
Can I ask you this? Was you saying the same thing about Carson Wentz in 2017, which you probably was like 4? So
I was like 6.
But was you saying the same thing about Carson Wentz?
If I go back in time now, after maybe the reason why I said maybe is because he's injury prone and that takes a big effect. That's why I would say.
Is he though? He just went 2 years without being injured. Is he injury prone?
Minus a concussion.
That was a cheap, like anybody.
Cheap shot.
Anybody.
I think at that point in his career, you could call him maybe injury prone, but now I would call him not injury prone. I would say he gets injured more often than most.
Okay.
Hey,
that's fair. So, do you think Deshaun Watson is injury prone?
Not really.
He missed more games than Carson Wentz.
Well, I don't watch the Texans.
No, I mean,
I'm
just saying.
He only sees what he's seeing.
I'm just saying, but
we love it, Brady. We love it, my guy. Hey, listen. Hey, that's the new movement, brother. I guess Hall of Famer, bro.
Rock, no artist. Stop. Leave him alone, man. He like 10, man. Leave him alone, man.
Oh man, yeah, y'all already know, man. The
That's
young birds out here get all the love. They express
Braden's the guy, man.
That's my guy, Braden.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
I told him, but he better start a page. I guarantee he have 1,000 subscribers in about 2 weeks. Says,
yo,
facts, bro. Hey, listen. Hey, next on. Hey, real quick, because I think. Let me see here. Let me see who I got back here. Okay, let's go, Birds HD. I know. Hey, another young bird gang. Let's go get them all here. What's going on, bro?
Yo, LGB HD. What's good, family?
Yo, Dad, what's up, homie?
Hey, Braden, I see you backstage real quick, bro. I ain't even let you get to ask us a question, so I'm gonna bring you back on just to ask you a question next, bro. Okay?
Let's go, Birds. What's up?
What's up, my guy?
Hold on, let me turn this down real quick. I ain't trying to get notion copyrighted.
My God. Hey, you hear it, bro? Hey, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. What's going on, man? What you got for us today, man? Got a question? I know. Listen, we're gonna try to take a question from everybody, and we're gonna try to keep it rocking today. We got this thing loaded up. I see in the back. What you got going on? Let's go, Birds HD. How you feel about that Sunday game you watched, brother?
I mean, I knew Doug would change his play calling, and he's going to use running the ball. Oh, he's a rookie, so I got to support him. And he's going to use that as an excuse and all. But I know you got people waiting in the back, so I'm going to just keep it real quick. I just want to say, so if you look at all the rookie QBs drafted, Joe Burrow lost his first start. Justin Herbert, he lost his first start as well. Tua won his first start, but 93 yards in it. And Jalen Hurts won his first start against the best defense in the league. Best. Y'all could argue the Steelers, but I think the Saints are built better. The Saints are better than the Steelers, of course. Yeah, you already know. But and he had that on his reputation. Has Carson ever beat the Saints?
No.
No, he only played them once.
Yeah,
they lost. They lost in fashion.
No, they got their ass kicked.
That's what I'm saying. Like it was like one of Carson's worst career
but to me, that was a team loss. Like Lane Johnson was, it was so trapped.
That
like,
was rough. That was bad.
Remember, we didn't even have a running game. I think that was like Josh Adams' first game. Like we didn't even have a running game that year. So
it was tragic.
Like, of course, that loss is going to go on Carson, but that whole team was horrible that year. They was getting smoked. Remember, Malcolm Jenkins had to put the middle finger up to the head coach because Alvin Kamara he targeted Jenkins and he put his middle finger up to him. That was just a bad game. That was a blowout. So.
Yeah, let's go Birds, man. Hey, listen. Hey, we gonna keep this thing rocking, my guy. You already know, man. Listen. Hey, real quick question before we get up out of here. Is Hurts the future, bro? Is he the future?
Anybody can be the future of this team. It's not like Carson isn't good. And you could argue that Hurts gives us an identity. But we always were a running team. I mean, we had arguably, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, they're talented, but stat-wise, Boston Scott and Miles Sanders are better than them. Stat-wise. So don't throw hating on me in the chat. But they are better than Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt stat-wise. And I think we could be better than the Browns because we have much more talent than the Browns. And our running game could be so much better if Doug just simply handed the ball off, put his QB under center. And he did that a lot. Over 30 rushing attempts on Sunday. And we had like 256 rushing yards as a team. And we actually won, and it's crazy to think that he still gave Miles Sanders 14 carries. Are you serious? If you gave him 20, he's easily getting over 200 yards that game.
That's what it's looking like, my guy. But hey, listen, we're gonna bring of course, look, hey, shout out to you. Let's go, Birds HD. Keep doing your thing. Any last thoughts from my guys? I'm gonna bring back Braden real quick just so he can ask his question again, and then we're gonna go with it. Looked like we got Young Easy in the back also. So yeah, we're gonna rock with that after Braden. So hey. Closing thoughts, fellas. You already know.
But yeah, Birds, yeah, I feel you, man. Like, at the end of the day, we're gonna have to see what happens, once what Hurts. Like it's I think Wentz is going to end up asking for a trade ultimately. I think he's just going to get fatigued from the entire situation. So that's what I think is going to end up happening. Again, Doug is fighting for his job. So he's going to have Hurts out there trying to make him look as good as possible. And we all know his play calling isn't that innovative, isn't that creative. So at that point, I think Carson Wentz is going to end up being the one leaving his organization. But that doesn't mean Doug also or Howie isn't still on a hot seat as well. I think they're under a close microscope.
But I got a question for y'all. Now that Jalen Hurts, is a starter and he won a game, do y'all want the Eagles to make the playoffs now to get him some experience?
I always want to make the playoffs.
Listen, I'm a competitive guy, so I want us to win every game.
Absolutely, brother. Yes, sir. We need to make these playoffs if we got a chance. I'm gonna end it on that. Let's go, Birds HD. Hey, appreciate you.
Real fast before you get out of here, man. You try to slide a comment like past me, and I don't too much get past me. I'm like Jeremiah Water out here. Listen, let me tell you. Let me tell you something, little homie. I love Miles Sanders. I love Boston Scott, but they ain't nowhere near the duo of Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. That's just facts. Like first of all, Nick Chubb missed like 5 games, bro. Like, he missed like 5 games. So, I mean, stat-wise, you want to say, all right, I had to look at the stat. But that duo right there, it might be the best in the league when we talk about running backs. Who is a better duo than them? Don't worry, I'll wait.
Ooh, on
Appreciate
that
you,
note,
little homie. I know you got paid. Shout out
already,
to
all
you.
right, guy. Hey, till next time, my guy. Notion gang, salute.
All right, peace.
All right, little homie.
Already,
Yeah.
real quick,
Yeah,
I'm gonna bring.
he trying to slide that. He's trying to slide that under the welcome mat like the.
I peeped it, right? Listen, I peeped it, and I saw your reaction. I was like, "Oh, get him!"
No, you can't do that. Them two
General
dudes,
sniffing that one out.
but for real, who better than them two dudes right there? Like at the running back
There
position.
ain't a better combo in the league right now. My
No,
opinion.
they hot, man. They hot. Like as far as the combination goes, like it's really hard to think of one outside of them that are really that dominant. So
It used to be Alvin Kamara and
no, Mark Ingram or Melvin Ingram.
Yeah.
They was the best. But now, man, it's them two, and it's really kind of like hands down.
Real quick, fellas, I'm gonna bring on Braden so he can ask his question real quick. Hey, sorry about the cutoff. Don't know what happened, Braden. But hey, you got the floor right now. What question you got for us?
I have a question. I have a question for all three of you.
Okay.
I have a question for all three of you, and there's several questions. I have three questions. First, Notion. Do you think in the next 10 years we will be to win a Super Bowl? Win a Super Bowl in the next 10 years.
You know what, Braden? Let me check into my invisible crystal ball back here. I see a championship belt. I see another ring. Yes, sir. One. You already know, Braden. Hey, listen, we're going to win another one within the next 10 years. And I see maybe potentially, hey, if this organization could get the GM situation straight, listen, we might be having 2 or 3 of those coming, Braden. Yeah. That's how I feel.
And then for Tone, I have a question for you.
What's up, my guy?
And then, do you think Dallas Goedert will be a Pro Bowl type player by next season? Like, be in the Pro Bowl, pretty much. Do you think he'll be in the Pro Bowl this season or next season? Like,
well,
is he
I'll put it
player?
Okay, I'll put it to you like this. As far as his talent and his upside, I see that in his future. Yeah. Now that only can happen if we trade Zach Ertz.
Yeah,
we have to move on from Zach Ertz. That has to be a definitive factor.
Because Zach Ertz gets all the attention.
Exactly. So I do believe Dallas Goedert can rise up to being a Pro Bowl level tight end because he brings so many different dynamics to that position. He's athletic. You actually saw in this past game how strong he was and how he was able to always keep his balance and fight for yards and the run after the catch. He kind of, in essence, and I'm not putting him on this level yet, but in essence, he kind of reminds me of, I want to say a blend between Kittle and Kelsey, just that athletic tight end style. Because Zach Ertz after the catch, he's not that guy.
Yeah. And I see are you wearing the Zach Ertz jersey?
I am actually. That's the thing.
You caught it.
I was like, I can't let that slide.
So you ain't getting a pass for that, brother. You ain't letting that slide.
You ain't let that slide. But little homie, you gotta understand. You gotta see what's right there on the what's that? The left side or the right side?
You got me slipping.
You gotta see what's right there. Hey man, he won that game. He the one that he called that go ahead touchdown. You got it right.
He caught that go ahead touchdown, man.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Also for fun. Now for
what's up, little homie? Yo, that. What's up? What's going on?
So do you think our defense? Do you think our defense will be an elite top defense in the next 5 years?
You gotta fire Jim Schwartz or get or bring somebody else in, because here's the thing, little homie. It's hard to be a top 5 defense when you're a reacting defense. When you just let people catch the football and then you make a tackle instead of attacking, and that's why Darius Slay has been looking like he's been looking. He hasn't played like this really his whole career. He plays the player and doesn't play the football. So bringing him over here really and it's crazy. You cut Will Parks because he doesn't fit your system. Hargrave doesn't fit your system. A lot of people saying, so who the hell fits this system? If you can't get all people that been to the Pro Bowl multiple years to fit this system, who the hell fits this system? I'm tired of that. I'm just tired of that excuse, man. But little homie, thank you for coming on, man.
I do want to say one more thing. If
Go
there's
ahead.
ever a Cowboys fan on, I'm sure gonna come in here and destroy them.
That's right. That's
Yes,
right.
he
Load 'em
does.
up.
My
Hey,
guy.
I already know.
Load 'em up.
Braden
Load 'em
will
up.
do that. Let them know they trash, Braden.
Yeah. Tell them they ain't ready.
And earlier on the Philly Talk podcast, I trashed them too.
That's right. That's
For the
right. Load
Eagle
'em up.
culture. Fly, Eagles, fly. You already know, Braden. No
All
shit.
right, man.
Salute.
Take care, man. It's my guy,
Already,
man.
man. You gotta love the little energy, bro.
Yo, young boy Gat, man. He said I ain't gonna let you slide. I was
Yeah,
like,
he
I ain't
did.
gonna let you fly with that one. No, you
And
try
next
to
song-
put that under my nose.
Yeah, he did, though. Next song, we got what? My guy, Young Easy. Let's get it. Yes,
Fellas,
sir.
what's happening? What's happening?
Easy,
What's going on with y'all?
Oh, my
Yo,
God.
that.
Man, good little week. Finally got a W, so we're gonna be blessed about that. But it's
Yeah.
time to talk business, man.
Let's talk.
Okay.
You know it, my
Because-
guy.
Oh yeah, before we talk business, hey Fresh. Now the little homie that came on with the running back, see, he was kind of confused with the second back. Now, if he would have said like last year when we had Sanders and Howard, and we would have been running that ball correctly, then we could have
Man.
been talking.
Well, we got
Then
Howard
we
now.
could have been,
We
but
got Howard now.
but he's
They're
not
not using
gonna,
him.
but he's
They're
not
not
gonna
using
touch the ball.
Ain't even get a carry last.
We got
last-
Doug. We
See?
still got Doug though. That's the problem. That's the problem with that. Because if you think about it, like when we played the Packers and we played the Bills, when we was running like that, them two was
Right.
killing it. But we don't do that enough. We only gonna do that out of 16 games, maybe
Yeah,
3.
but even still, last year was they better than Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram though? Them two dudes was killing it.
Yeah, cause they gonna do that a lot. They got a quarterback that can't throw
Right.
30 yards.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you know what I mean.
They about that.
They got to do that. That's what they got to do. So
Right.
okay, like so what I mean about the business when it's time for this, we about to make a decade decision this offseason. Like, see, a lot of fans like that I'm hearing and I'm reading comments.
They're taking it lightly.
They taking it lightly, like this decision is it's just for this season and
big,
no. This is big.
I've been
Like,
saying it. I've been
This
saying
is huge. So this is my point with this. It's like, okay, y'all really want to give up Wentz? Like that's what y'all willing to do? Y'all, if you believe that Hurts could be the high potential of, we're not even gonna say just 70% of Russell Wilson, 70. That's what you pretty much banking on. Like you're banking on that because when you give up Wentz, you about to drop off a franchise quarterback to another team for the next decade. Pretty much what you're doing.
right.
And is that so to me it's like I'm not willing to do that right now. Like I just can't do that. I can't make that move to.
So what would you do? What would your plan be if you sitting in that? If Mr. Jeffrey Lurie calls and say, "Hey, easy, I need you to make these executive decisions, man. I need you to be my GM for this off season." What is it?
This what I would do. I would call Wentz in. I'll sit him down and be like, "Look, like I know, like he mentally fried. Like the city done fried him. The city done fried him. The media done fried him.
The organization.
That's what I'm going down the list. So everybody done fried a piece of that brain up there. Like a lot of people say that, oh, he might still be hurt. No, he mentally hurt. He's not physically hurt. He's mentally hurt.
It's all mental with him.
Yeah, it's all mental. It's like, okay, you got the statue. We already know you got the statue out there. You drafting another quarterback in the second round. You got the fan base still running around talking about Foles should be here. Like it's just all this going on, and then now he done got benched. So it's just been like boom. It's just shot after shot.
But not only easy, real fast. Not only is he getting benched, but you see the first game, the quarterback that take your spot, you see a way better play calling for him.
Yeah, it's just everything.
And then not only that, when Jalen Hurts comes off the field, who's over there talking to him?
Oh, you already know the coach.
So
right in that ear.
So pretty much what I'm going to when you ask me about if I was Jeffrey, I'm gonna come bring him and I'm like, do you want to? First, I'm gonna ask him, do you want to be here? Like that's gonna be like, do you want to play for the team? he tell me he want to be here, then I know what you're gonna have to like. What he would have to do is
You gotta start there. You're right.
You gotta ask like that's the first question. Like, do you want to play for the city anymore? If he say he want to, okay, then you gotta go step 2. I know I gotta get rid of the coach. I know I gotta bring a whole new staff in.
Yeah,
if you're gonna keep him, you have to bring a whole nother staff in, and then you have to trade Hurts.
And that's why Doug put in Hurts. Because Doug is trying to save his job.
Oh yeah, that's to save his job.
He trying to make the decision real hard between him or Wentz.
Yeah, that's what it's coming down to.
It's going to come down to like you said, it's going to come down to literally Hurts. I'm sorry, it's going to come down to Wentz or Doug. And if they choose Doug, Hurts is going to be our quarterback.
Yeah, Hurts will be the quarterback. Now we know, like the defense, we don't know what's going to go on with that, but like that's really what it comes down to. That's why I said like this is a decade decision, because wherever he lands at, that's going to be that team's quarterback from 2020 to pretty much to 2030, and we're going to have to sit there and watch that. I don't know what our potential is going to be like if we give that up, and now we could be wild card contending. I don't know. Like, what do the fans really believe? Do they believe that do they believe if we get Hurts, we keep Hurts, in the next 3 years, we're going to be top tender in the NFC as we go into the bowl, and we're going to have chances at that?
What they need to do, fellas, real quick, because I know, listen, when we won our Super Bowl, I know it was a few years back, but listen, we had a 1-2 punch. We had Jay Ajayi and LeGarrette Blount. Listen,
don't forget,
Carson Wentz does not have that. In order for him to be successful, he needs a 1-2. Listen, he's not Jalen Hurts. He's not scrambling for those extra yards. So until this organization decides to put somebody else besides Miles Sanders, we had an opportunity to get, what was it? Who was it we slipped on?
We could have got Kareem Hunt.
We could have got a few.
I'm not even talking about Kareem. No, I'm talking about Fournette. We could have got Leonard Fournette. Listen, Carson Wentz, in order for him to succeed in this game and this,
I would have got AP. I wouldn't have got
two running backs. He has not had that, and we haven't invested in none of that. So Carson's going to continue to
play action. On the play action, so we got a running game. He play action and bootlegging and rolling out. He's a killer. So that's my point. I'm not trying to see that.
That's my thing. Like, I'm trying to understand why Doug doesn't even want to even, because that if you go back to 2017, those are the plays he's most successful on. So at this point, it's like, okay, are you even supporting this guy? Because just based off of what you've been showing us, you always got him going out of the shotgun. It's like, he doesn't set him up at all with a running game anymore. We haven't had a running game since 2017. Yeah. And it's crazy. It's common sense, Doug. Run the ball with your running backs, set up the pass game. We've been at our best when we've done that. LeGarrette Blount, Jay Ajayi, common sense, Corey Clement.
But you know what's crazy?
Go ahead.
You know what's crazy? Even with now that we bringing up the running game, y'all know I'm not a stat guy. Y'all know I'm an eye test guy. But let me give y'all.
This all you gotta have is the eyes. That's all you need.
But let me give y'all another stat that's crazy. When you really look at it, man, Doug really doesn't run the ball as much as we think. Now, I think 2017. I don't know if it was Deuce. I don't know if it was Frank Wright. I don't know who it was, man. But like Miles Sanders in 1 year passed everybody. No, he was 15 yards away from passing everybody that been under Doug Peterson in yards. Just think about that. And the guy that was leading was I can't remember his damn name for some reason, man. Smallwood. Smallwood had like 800 and something yards. 800 and something yards, or no, like 900 and something yards. And Miles Sanders had like 800 and something yards coming into this season. And I think the first game he just passed it. But when you look at it, that's 4 years. And now, give or take, I understand LeGarrette Blount was out. LeGarrette Blount was only 1 year. Jay Ajayi, he was in and out. I don't know, after them knees when he was just done. Now you're a soccer player. But when you look at it, time after time, Jim Schwartz should have been in handcuffs. He should have had his fingerprints taken. He should have been taking them 3 pictures like this, because he robbed Miles Sanders and Boston Scott for 100-yard games, game after game after game. The Giants game, the Cleveland game, like the Baltimore game. Like it's every
every game Miles Sanders was in. Miles Sanders can get 100 yards every game if he wants to.
No, his coach wants him.
But this is what I wanted to do. Get out.
No,
so
the coach, right? Exactly.
When we was talking, like pretty much talking about the win stuff. So like I was sitting back, like we was playing in the afternoon. I actually had to work on Sunday, so I had the red zone on split screen. So I'm watching the Colts and the Raider game, and I'm seeing how they out there feeding Jonathan Taylor, and he was out there abusing Oakland. And that's my thing. I'm looking at Rivers. What was he? Threw like 25 passes. They put up almost 50 on Oakland. Like and that's my thing. Like I'm going down some comments and I'm hearing Colts fans. They like, oh no, we don't want wins. We rather keep Phillip Rivers. And I'm laughing because I'm like, I know y'all weren't saying that when they signed Phillip Rivers after he threw 23 interceptions and 20 touchdowns last year. See, and that's my point. I looked at his numbers and I think he has 22 touchdowns this year with 9 interceptions. He just threw 23 picks last year.
He started off bad for them though. He didn't start off. It wasn't an easy start for them.
But what did they start doing? What did they do? They started running the ball.
They started running the ball,
and they started letting them throw the ball a lot.
Exactly.
And now they looking real good. So my point is with that, like I said, I don't have no problem with Hurts. If the franchise feel that he could be able to carry us, so we could be in contention. Hey, then keep him.
It's just a decision. It's like
a big decision.
It's a decision of a lifetime, bro.
Because to me, it's the next 10 years.
This decision is going to make or break you. Like
it's gonna make or break the franchise.
The monkey wrench is Carson Wentz asking for a trade. That's the monkey wrench.
But now, I don't think he would do that. I don't think he would do that.
I don't think he'll ask for the trade. Like I said, I think it's just gonna come down to him and the owner are gonna talk, and he probably that's what it's gonna be. I think the owner gonna tell him if you're not gonna be the starter here, I know you're not gonna want to be here. Like, come on, now he's not gonna be the backup. Let's be for real.
Like, we're gonna have $60 million. That's not happening. We're not having
that's my thing, and that's pretty much what I was on. Like, that's pretty much my question. Is like, do y'all, is y'all willing to make that move? Like I said, this for the next 10. We don't want, like I said, hey, we all like wins. We ain't trying to go see him over there playing Mahomes in AFC Championship games with chances to go to the chip every year, and we sitting up here looking bad for the next decade. Or, looking good for 2 years, and then, we just flame out. Like, so that's my whole thing with it. So, it's a big decision that's coming after these next 3 games. And I think these 3 games
break for it too,
makes that decision. Like, if we make the playoffs, then we know what's going to happen. That's pretty much what it is. Like, if we miss the playoffs, then it's
I want to counter on that too, bro. If we win out and Jalen Hurts makes the playoffs somehow, I don't see how we can make an argument to go back to Carson.
Here's my question.
Or at least not with Doug at the helm.
Yeah,
and I think that might save Judge's job.
So that's the thing. Like, so that would be enough. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, so that little tease right there, let's say we make the playoffs, we get tough L or whatever happens in the wild card, or even if we get lucky, we get a win. But like that little tease right there enough? Because that's what I mean. Because this is like I said, that's a decade decision. What about next year we come out there, we don't even win the division, not make the playoffs? Then what?
So real quick, I think that Doug, he can justify a case for him staying. But he's going to have to throw Carson under the bus and say, look, Jalen runs my offense better than Carson does. Jalen brings a whole different run dynamic to which if we're not going to get another running back for Carson Wentz, then we might as well go with the cheaper route and keep Jalen Hurts because he's naturally a runner also. So this team is going to have some decisions to make. I get that completely. But
that's why I say it's just big decisions coming. And like I said, when you talk about quarterback, or you look at some of the teams around the league, look how long they've been looking for a quarterback. Like I'm looking at the Bills. They just finally found the quarterback. I'm 27. I ain't never seen them with a quarterback. They finally got one.
Cleveland went through like 23 quarterbacks in like 15 years.
And like I said, I've been watching football since 2000. I only seen us have pretty much McNabb and Wentz has been the longest term quarterbacks. Right. Everybody else is, it kind of been in and out. Vic a couple of years. You have Foles a little bit. You know, it just stay in and out, in and out. We finally thought we had, you know, stable. You know, he was 5 years, so we okay. We got another 5 coming. Now it's like
I think we do. But being in the situation is messed up because when you look at it, man, it's 1 year. It's
and
1
that's
year.
me. It's not. It wasn't even 1
Right,
year. He didn't get to finish it. So you know what I
right,
mean? In
right,
1 year, it's
right.
Like
That's how I feel.
he
It's
having a
1
bad
year.
year. Like it happens. It happens. You know
like
what I mean?
you got to think. I'm out here in LA where we got a mixed fan base. A lot of fans. I got Vegas fans. They want card bench. They still got a chance to make the playoffs. You got Ram fans out here. They want golf bench. They went 9-3. Like so, it's like you talk about quarterbacks and they don't have bad years. You tell me Carr ain't had no bad years. Golf just had a horrible season last year.
Yeah.
It was horrible. That's why they didn't make the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
So it's like for you to play, you know,
Even Tom Brady last year and this year is not good.
it's not good.
Let's keep
Roger,
it real.
everybody done had bad years, and it's just like for dude to finally have one. I done heard people talking about he done had 3-4 bad seasons. Like their IQ is horrible. They just don't like the dude. That's what it comes down to. And so that's just where I'm at with it. I'm just like, hopefully, the decision that we make is best for the team. But it's a big one coming, and this one's gonna be for the next 10 years. This is the next decade decision because Wentz ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna be around for 10 years, so we're gonna have to be watching over the shoulder, seeing if we let him go, seeing what he doing, seeing how many Pro Bowls he make. Yeah, I know he ain't got no playoff wins with us, but if he leave, he gonna get some playoff wins with somebody. Like, so that's my whole thing. So hey, we'll see. But you know, hey, it's always good chopping it up with y'all. But that's why I had to get that the big question out. It's the decade question. What we gonna do for the decade, man?
I think you gave me my my video for tomorrow.
There go, bro.
I'm trying to tell.
Yeah,
like, I've been
time.
thinking about it. I'm just like, man, I know everybody they happy right now with how Hurts is running all that.
I'm disappointed in you, man. I'm disappointed in you.
What?
Because you don't never get in on a free giveaway I give out every Friday, man.
I do.
Oh, you just gonna be winning.
No, I just don't be winning. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I was close on Mike's though, because he put for the passing yards, and I put 162 yards, and he threw 167.
So somebody has something better than that?
Somebody bet they put 167 on there. I looked, I was like,
somebody hit it on the head on my joint too. They put
but I remember you had yours combined though.
Yeah. Somebody had exactly 273. Shout out to them. That gift card is on the way.
Yeah, but you said I gotta get back in here one of these days. I gotta get a lot of time to chop it up. I need to be a special guest one of these days.
Yes,
why you think I asked for your Instagram? I hit you. Okay. You ain't never hit me back.
When?
I hit you on the gram.
Okay, I gotta go make sure about that. Yeah,
I see you out there with Shaq and all that.
Hey, look, sometimes you gotta understand. Hey, I'm out here in LA. You know, I be on that murder out here, man. I'm out here, you know what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
So you know, man, and then dealing with this type of season, it's rough.
Yeah.
So yeah, sir. But,
you already
y'all let me know. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna check in next week. We're gonna see how we do. We're gonna go up here and get this W against Arizona. They ain't nothing too special. You know what I mean? I was supposed to be at the game, but due to the COVID, I can't be there. I had row 2 seats in the back of the end zone. So painful.
You next to Mike Trout.
Yeah. Hey, that's my guy. My guy. I was going to Arizona because the game was in Arizona.
Okay.
This week's game. So I had tickets for that one, but I got the refund because they ain't letting fans in there. But it's all good though. They're empty. It's straight empty in there.
So who got fans? Kansas City, Atlanta,
Kansas City, Dallas, Atlanta, the Lions. It's a few. The Texans. Man, Jerry Jones got 35,000 in attendance.
Jerry trying to make that money.
I'm just get out of here on that though. How he got half the stadium full of people? You know what I mean?
Already, easy. Have a good one, bro.
I'm gonna let y'all be good though. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hey, you already know. Easy be coming with that.
Easy that guy, man.
Yeah.
That was a good question he brought up, though. A real good question.
That was a good point topic.
And it's crazy. It's not a question that you could just you can't just answer that question like right now. You gotta really dissect things and look at things because he's right.
With that, Joe. You gotta stick with that, Joe.
This is a decade And it's a decade answer, man. Because I'm not going to lie. I have been saying I think Carson Wentz needs to go and find his footing somewhere else. And I think that will happen and he will be just fine. But then are you going to be really looking at him like, damn, look at that man over there. We could have just switched the coach, brought in somebody else, and we could have had that. And I think that's what's going to happen if that do happen. But on the flip side, when you look at it, especially if Jalen Hurts wins these next 3 games and we go to the playoffs, how do you come in with this young talent and say, oh, he's back on the bench? Or do you just trade Jalen Hurts? Do you get a first-round pick for Jalen Hurts or a couple first-round picks? Now, if that happens, I ain't going to lie to you. I ain't going to lie to you. I still need the coach. I still need the coach.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we're banking on Carson Wentz getting out of this funk. We're really banking on that. Like, we have to consider that as well. And I'm playing devil's advocate, and I want both quarterbacks to succeed respectively. If it's with us, if it's without us, I like both of these quarterbacks. I like everything they stand for. I like their path to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? I like it all. But we have to consider the fact that we're if we do keep Wentz, we're banking on him getting out of this. We have to be honest with ourselves, even though Doug Peterson has not been the best in play calling. We have to acknowledge Wentz's regression in his mechanics and, how he reads the field, how he sees the field. There has been a regression from Wentz. We have to acknowledge that. So at that point, we have to count on him being able to gain what he's lost. And I don't believe that talent is all gone. I believe Carson Wentz still has that in him. I believe he can come back. I believe it.
Even in this bad year, we seen him make throws that probably 1 or 2 people ever in the history of playing that sport can make.
What it is, fellas, and I'm gonna just say this real quick because honestly, we know there's apparent things. You got Carson and Jalen, right? You got things that clearly Jalen does way better. That Jalen has and Carson doesn't have. Jalen's more elusive. Can't nobody deny that.
It's a fact.
Jalen,
it's a fact.
His confidence right now.
He opens up a new page of the offense. We gotta acknowledge that. His speed opens up a whole other page of the offense. And like you said, Notion, his confidence is definitely
A1. And then he brings a spark right now to this team.
Because you want to know why he playing with house money. When you playing with house money, you willing to put it all out there.
But I don't think that's fair because
you don't have nobody. You don't really have nobody saying, "Oh, you getting paid this and you getting paid that," and you don't have nobody also. You don't have nobody also saying you got to do what Nick Foles done.
No, I feel you. I feel that, but I don't think that's fair because I feel you, but I don't think that's fair for the simple fact that he's been confident all the way from the beginning.
No, I'm not talking about his confidence. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be confident. I like the kid confidence, but at the same time, Carson Wentz was confident coming into the football. Did you see him?
The Eagles broke his confidence.
But what I'm saying is let's just break down everything that really happened to him real fast.
Okay.
All right. So before I do that, the last 3 years, not including this year, the last 3 years, 81 and 82 and 21. Are you really willing to give that up? That's 82 touchdowns and 21 interceptions in 3 years. 3 years. So let's just go all right, 2017. We all know what happened. We hosted Lombardi. Boom, boom, boom. He comes back too fast. He's trying to put the team on his back. He can't. We got so many injuries at the cornerback position because he went 5-6. Everybody keeps screaming it's 5-6, but I've seen 3 games where the defense let him down, where we was up by 17 points. You want to talk about the Panthers game? You want to talk about the Titans game? You like so stuff like that. But that's always going to put on his resume.
Now I have a question, a follow-up question to that. How do you respond to the stat of Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson, that pair? How do you respond to this stat? They have a 35-33-1 record together. and a 17, 22-1 record since 2018. Now, I understand, Carson Wentz's, touchdown to interception ratio, but when it comes to winning at the end of the day, how do you respond to that? Because I think that's an important thing we have to acknowledge.
I was going to get to
Peterson pair may not work.
I was going to get to that. It's a thing that I have been saying since last year, since I made this channel, and it's true. It's a thing called December Doug. Even last year, when Carson Wentz at the helm and we went 4-0, and Carson Wentz was playing good the 2 games before that, especially in the Miami game, but the defense lost that. So it's a thing called December Doug, but sometimes Carson Wentz is not there in December. You know what I mean? Nick Foles is there. Nick Foles has been there in December. So when Doug Peterson catches that flame, he catches that whatever it is in December. I don't know. This like Doug is 11-2 in December, bro. 11-2. It just seemed like this is when he coaches the best. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's back against the wall, but for 2 years, Carson Wentz wasn't there for that. You know what I mean? So that's what I can say about that.
Well, Carson Wentz got a good December out of Doug last year.
Hey,
I said that. But yeah, you're right. But like you said, 2 years he wasn't there. 2017, 2018, he couldn't get that at all.
Right.
You're right.
I'm gonna end on this spiel real quick. And I'm gonna bring my guy. See, we got a Philly the podcast back on. I'm gonna bring him on real quick.
I like what you did there, Notion. I like what you did there. You gave us that intermission. I like that.
You already know it. Because listen, again, like I just personally feel I don't think Doug or Carson at this point, I don't think that's his quarterback. I don't think he can scheme to his strength. I mean, right now, what I'm seeing from Doug,
but if that's the case, what happened? How do we explain 2017? And that's when Frank Wright comes in.
Frank Wright, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like from the beginning, was he drafted the kid. Like he drafted the kid.
Yeah.
But that begs the question, was he all in on the kid or was Howie all in on the kid?
Or was that a Howie? Exactly. And these are the things that you're clearly saying about how Doug runs his scheme.
Let's keep it real. What if Doug wanted Jared Goff? Jared Goff is the type of quarterback that will run the offense. He won't dictate it. You get what I'm saying? Jared Goff will.
Because here's what I don't understand.
It's a rabbit hole.
Everybody can run the offense, but Carson. Because when you look at it, you got Nick Foles, right? Nick Foles is not a running quarterback.
Yeah, he's not mobile. Yeah.
Jalen Hurts is not a running quarterback. I just think after 2017, when Frank Wright and Doug DeShields
Hurts is a running quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I just think, that what's going on, bro?
Billy the podcast, yes, sir. Hey, my fault.
Hold on. Because when you really look at it, Nick Foles is not a running quarterback. Jalen Hurts is a running quarterback. To me, it's play scheming, and it's also dudes not getting open this year. I don't know what's going on. Even with Jalen Hurts at the helm, you want to know why the heck he had all them rushing yards? Dudes ain't getting the freak open. Dudes ain't getting open, man. I don't know why. I don't know if it's scheme, because when you look across the freaking league, it don't matter how slow you are. It don't matter what the implications are with the offense. Dudes are getting schemed open, and that's not happening in Philadelphia for some reason, and that falls on the head coach. Go ahead, y'all.
And real quick, hey, I already know we got the Philly the podcast in this thing. Hey, listen, I don't think, again, look, we've seen it this year also where Doug tried to, on like a 4th down at the goal, trying to have Carson running RPOs. He's not a threat like that. But you clearly see that's how Doug runs his system. He likes running these RPOs, having somebody being a threat. Carson's not that guy. So, again, yeah, I understand exactly what everybody's saying. I think his scheme either needs to change and tailor it to Carson Wentz, get him another running back so he has somebody that can get over at least 100 yards a game. But
what if that's all he knows?
Carson can't do it by himself.
Them two done. They're done. Them two are done.
Someone's leaving. Philly, what are you thinking?
Philly the podcast. Yes, sir. Hey, y'all make sure y'all check my man out too, because he's doing his YouTube thing. So big salute. Can you hear everybody, bro?
Yes, sir. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you going in and out, but yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I'm home. I can turn it up a little bit. You can hear me?
Yeah. You go.
Yes,
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, I'm on my ghetto
He just
wig
wanted
right
to tell y'all
now. I
that he
was
had the
doing some work.
switchboard and all that. He trying to floss on us, y'all. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm on my ghetto right now. I was doing some work, so I had to, I saw y'all on. I had to hop in. But I want to ask y'all a question, man. I want to ask y'all a question. This might be a pessimistic look at a win, but it is what it is. Did this win cause more trouble that it may be cured? Like, did this cause more problems?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah, I mean, because
Most definitely.
like I
It's without a question.
I'm
at
You
gonna
know,
tell
first
you
we
what,
they
fellas.
we sacrificed delayed gratification for instant gratification. That's exactly what happened. You know, we were so jaded by losing. We were willing to give up anything for winning. And that was, you know, a smooth out to the season. We could have had a smooth out. You know, even though we were losing, it could have been a smooth out. You know what? Bad season. Move on. But you know, Doug Peterson was coaching for his job, so he had to make a decision. And at that point, when you got a guy like Jalen Hurts on your bench, which is why drafting him, again, that's the root of it. The moment you drafted him, you establish something. You establish that if something goes wrong with this guy, we got this guy. And at that point, you know, a lot of teams don't really have that. A lot of teams can't say, you know, if this guy go down, we legitimately have this guy that can keep everything going, if not maybe better. You know, so at that point, when you bring that kind of guy in, it establishes that you really, really, really may not be all in on the guy that you paid. You know, it showed with the Nick Foles situation, like having him back there. You know, I understand what he did, but it again, it caused wrinkles that we didn't really need to iron out.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, like straight up. I think it made the situation definitely more murky, but at the same time, this could be looked at in Jeffrey Lurie. I don't know because Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman, they're like this, they buddy. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if this Jalen Hurts pick works out, please believe Howie Roseman is gonna take credit for it. He's gonna find a way, I believe, because again, we saw the reason why we're in this situation is because we didn't have. You know, we were banking all in on Carson being a Pro Bowler, you know, and playing at this top-notch level. Now with this pick, we have created a whole different dynamic where, you know, as you said too, Fresh, this man is looking like, a first round, like he's looking like some, he's got a good skill set. We're interested to see the rest of it. We need to see more. Like I need to see, can he still, throw a deep ball? Can he still, I don't really want to see it, but does he have that clutch in his DNA? Can he play from behind? Things like that we're going to have to naturally see as this man's career goes on. But at the same time, yes, this situation has gotten completely murky. I think that depending on Jalen Hurts' success, that's going to depend on whether we're going to keep Carson Wentz, whether or not Doug Peterson's going to stay, whether or not Howie Roseman's going to stay is all going to determine or depend by the success of Jalen Hurts. And again, this man's not playing with any pressure, so he can just go out there and play freely.
That's true. Go ahead for the Philly.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like I said, I got to see a little bit of what Jalen was doing. I watched the film a little bit on him, and he looks good. He doesn't look great. He made mistakes, you know what I'm saying, but he looked good against a really good defense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my thing is, and maybe I'm playing a little bit of devil's advocate because I do kind of want him gone. But at what point do you start giving Doug credit? I mean, he did it, like you said, to your credit. He did it with Nick Foles. He's doing it with Jalen Hurts a little bit. He's done it with other quarterbacks. What point do you start saying maybe Carson does switch up the plays, or maybe Carson just doesn't play within the
and guess what? That's what I was about to get to. I was reading an article, right? I was reading an article by Brandon Lee Gowden, and it's on Bleeding Green Nation. And he wrote 11 things I think about the Eagles following their upset over the Saints. And one of those things that he indicated was the simple fact that he says, I think we saw that Carson Wentz is a bigger problem than Doug Peterson. And let me read this because I want us all to really get a feel for what he's saying. Because the moment I saw that being one of the 11, reasons to be, to think about the Eagles, I was like, okay, I need to understand it. So let me just read it to you guys real quick to get your thoughts. So he says, He says, I've been pretty consistent in my belief that Peterson has taken a disproportionate amount of the blame for the Eagles' offensive struggles this year. Not to say that he's blameless, but the point was that Wentz is actually the biggest problem. Follow me on this, y'all. He says, well, Peterson is now 11-3 without Wentz after Sunday's win. Those 3 losses came against a meaningless loss with Nate Sudfeld in Week 17 in 2017, Week 2 in 2018 when we went against Ryan Fitzpatrick, and 2019 when we lost in the divisional round with Alshon Jeffrey dropping the ball with the Saints. So he says with Peterson and Wentz, they only are 35, 33, and 1. So he says if you look at the Eagles' record against teams that ultimately finished above 500 since 2018, the Peterson-Wentz combination is 3-12. Under the same conditions, Peterson is 4-1 in that stretch without Wentz. Now he also mentioned this as well, which really, really caught my eye. He says really the entire team just seems to have a different energy boost when Wentz isn't playing. Hard to say exactly what that's all about, but doesn't it feel that way? He said I'm not ready to officially write off Wentz's Eagles career, and apparently neither are the Eagles, given the reports that they plan on keeping him. He says not to mention Peterson's subdued post-game press conference where he was reluctant to heap praise on Hurts and instead focused on how it was a team win. And he says, to Wentz's credit, Hurts said he was the veteran quarterback and gave him some good tips. So, at that point, deep in this article, he talks about the fact that Wentz changes the plays more than people realize. And I don't know how true that is. Neither does he. But he says he has a close, deep into the article, if you read it more, he was saying that he has a close source that's really hands-on with the Eagles. And he was saying that, Carson Wentz goes to that line and changes more plays to what he wants to do versus what Doug wants to do more than we may think. Now, again, I don't know how true that is, but I want to add that caveat to the conversation and see how you guys react to that.
I'm gonna kick it off real quick because from what we just saw Sunday, right, and a lot of the things I put on the onus of my quarterback, and again, based off of the challenges we have right now on this team, we knew coming into the season our O-line was trash. Okay, so we have a quarterback now in Jalen Hurts that does a lot of improvising. I guarantee you, Doug Peterson did not have that many scripted running design plays for Jalen Hurts, right? But at the same time, Jalen Hurts improvises. He's going to move the chains. Doesn't matter. He's going to find ways to extend plays.
That's after the snap. Keep that in mind. That's after the snap.
True that. That's after the snap. He's gonna go out there and improvise. So listen, I think we've kind of gotten Carson's head all year about, he needs to go ahead and, make smart decisions. He's trying to stay in the pocket. He's trying to do what Carson does best. Not Jalen. Jalen's going to take that thing. If it ain't there, I'm using my athletic ability, so I'm going to make this play work. So that's kind of where I see the difference. Jalen has a mindset of, I'm going to make the play work regardless. Carson's stuck in a frame of, look, I can't make a mistake. I have to go out here. I have to make these reads. Listen, I know I'm not mobile enough to get out this pocket. I mean, yes, Carson's elusive in the pocket, but at the same time, Jalen's just a different element. And gang, just the scheme-wise, I'm just saying, if this is Doug's scheme, Jalen is fitting this better, and we're clearly seeing it. Why, brothers?
I feel like it's even deeper than that, because if you look at a lot of people use the phrase one-read quarterback with Jalen Hurts.
I don't think that's as true as they make it.
To a very certain extent, it's true in the aspect that he steps back, he sees the play for what it is. A lot of times, Wentz will see what the play is going to develop to be, and that's what ends up getting him sacked. Hurts, what's helping him right now is that he falls back. He makes the first decision that comes to his head, whether it's running, whether it's throwing. He makes that decision and he goes and does it. That helps you when you have a
now for Philly. Let me bounce off of that real quick. The fact that Wentz jogs back and sees, he wants to see what the play develops into, Would that imply that the routes, the plays that are being called
no,
are
it's not a
longer
bad thing. As a quarterback,
are longer developing routes
yeah,
versus with Hurts, they
not
maybe shorten some of the
necessarily.
routes. You
Not
know what I mean?
necessarily. My
Just
thing
want to add
more,
that
it's
in.
not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing that Carson Wentz takes that extra second. He doesn't have that extra second right now. And that's what's hindering him as a quarterback. There's a lot of quarterbacks, Tom Brady, for example, even Aaron Rodgers in his later days, they take that extra second to try and let that route that they see developing play out. Right now, we don't have that, that luxury. So it's helping. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing for Carson Wentz. It's a vision thing. That's what you want out of your franchise quarterback, to be able to sit in the pocket and make those reads and let plays develop. Do I think that they're quicker plays? Yes and no. I mean, yes and no. Like, definitely there are a lot more screens that we saw. There was a lot more, wheel routes and stuff like that. But at the same time, I feel like it's also Hurts just saying, I'm going to run this ball, or just getting on the outside and just throwing it away. A lot of people got upset that he only completed 17 of 30. I'll take 17 of 30 over 22 of 28 with 8 sacks and whatever. And I'm not trying to bash Carson Wentz. It's just that half a second that you make that decision, and whether you run it or you throw it or whatever, it's just helping Jalen right now.
Right, and that comes down to the offense you want to run. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, okay, like at the end of the day, is this your guy or is that your guy? Is this the guy you want to run this offense? Like that's what it really comes down to. It's like, because at the end of the day, quarterbacks, no quarterback, all quarterbacks are not created equal. So there are some quarterbacks that do certain things better than others. There are some quarterbacks that prefer this, that prefer that, so on and so forth. There's some quarterbacks that prefer dropping back, throwing that thing 50 times. There's some quarterbacks that, hey, 20 to 30 times, hey, we're going to run that ball 20 to 30 times as well. You know what I'm saying? So, just knowing that, it's all about, hey, Doug, if they're going to keep Doug, it's like, okay, clearly you can't make it happen with Wentz. Hurts is going to be your guy. But also now, if, like our previous guy mentioned, easy, if Carson has a conversation with the owner and the owner asks, do you want to be here? And Carson says yes. At that point, it's like, now we got to bring in a coach to really get, to unlock Carson and make it and let him do what he really can do to be successful. It's all about fit and puzzle pieces, and it's freaking annoying. Like, because these guys seem like they can't get simple things together. Like, hey, put your ego aside, let's play football.
Yeah, I do.
Hey, Fresh,
I
I
think
see.
Wentz can be great. Think Wentz can be great. Do I think it could be in Philadelphia? Probably not, to be honest. I think we, like you guys have said, we burnt him out. It is what it is. I'm not on the train of seeing him go to the Colts. I don't think that's really realistic right now. I don't think it's really realistic that we can get rid of him. But it's going to be very interesting this offseason to see what they do. You know what I'm saying? I see Fresh over there boiling. So
Fresh, you already know Fresh about to let it drop.
What I'm saying? I already see my man.
I ain't boiling. Tone, I appreciate the soliloquy that you just went on. I don't appreciate the article, because to me, and I'm not saying that this is not towards you.
Right.
It's he said, she said. How do you know that man is changing plays? Exactly. I know he's not, because Doug Peterson said it himself. He's not up there changing plays. When he says kill, and I've seen a lot of y'all in the comments saying kill.
Right.
When he says kill, he is moving the line position. He's not going from a run play to a pass play. He's not going from a pass play to a run play. Here's my thing real fast, Philly. Like you said that he wants to throw the football down the field. He wants to see the field. If he doesn't have the time, he can't. If you roll your quarterback out, then we're talking something totally different. These are my problems that I have. Is I sit up here, I talk to people that know football more than me, and I talk to them and I ask them, what do you see? I see a guy that's trying to make a play. Sometimes should he throw it away? Now, let's go through some phases that we've been asking this quarterback, Mr. Carson, wants to do, right? We asked him to throw the football away. He started doing that. We asked him not to fumble the football. Last 4 games, no fumbles, right? We asked him to check it down. He tried that. Nobody's getting open. We asked him to be a game. Well, the coach asked him to be a game manager in the Giants game. Remember that? And you want him to be a game manager, but you're not managing the game, Doug. You didn't run a freaking football. How can you manage the game and not run the freaking football?
He handcuffing them.
See, to me, it's more, and it's got no disperse. See, I do not want this to be about Hurts versus Wentz to me, because it's not. It's not. I like both these kids. Whoever's going to be here, I want them to prosper. I just need Doug to be better.
You know what it is? There's no give and take.
Run the football more. Philly. Joe, let me ask you this. Do you think the game that Miles Sanders would have, do you think that he had enough touches? You think 14 touches was enough?
No.
That's the problem that I have with Doug. When you have a hot hand and you got a dude, because a lot of people say, oh, it was Jalen Hurts that got Miles Sanders the 80 bull crap, because he got 274 yards before that with Carson Wentz at the him. So the dude is a baller, and he's being handcuffed and shackled by your head coach and your play caller. This is just facts. This dude right now should be able to be talking about going to the freaking Pro Bowl and on the hem of having 1,000 yards, if not already having 1,000 yards is nothing nowadays. But you keep robbing this man. This is the problem. See, I don't just have a problem with how he plays. Hold on, y'all, my bad. I don't just have a problem with how he plays Carson Wentz. I have a problem with how you utilize every freaking body. Can I ask y'all this? Doug Peterson is the head coach. Why in the hell are you still having Greg Ward fill freaking punts? He stinks. He stinks. Did you see the one when he could have caught at the 20-yard line? And I don't know what the hell that did. Hey, Greg Ward, let me talk to you. Do you know that you can wave and won't nobody touch you? What the hell are you scared of? Catch the freaking football. But yet and still, Doug keeps putting him out there. Doug is the problem, and it's not just about the quarterback. It's the whole freaking team.
Hey, guess what, yo? Fresh, listen. Rager only returned 3 punts this season. One of them was a touchdown. So can you imagine that average? You know, like if you the more you feed him,
we need Rager out there.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie.
I only had 3 opportunities.
I'm so frustrated just talking about Doug because the situational football. First, your footballs. I understand you.
We gotta try to get Joey in here too.
Yeah, bro. I see Joey trying to get on too. This whole thing,
man. Yeah, I just wanted to come in here and say what's up, man. I just wanted to show my love. You know what I'm saying?
You already know, my guy. Hey,
yeah, bro.
As you can see, the heat is on in Philly land, so we get into it, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
I'll see
y'all
you
go
guys
check my
Sunday,
man
man.
out. Hey, you know we gonna link up, my guy. You already know, bro. So, hey, no shit, gang. Salute.
You already know.
All right, everybody. Sorry about that. We know this stream up in here filled up. Hey, next, I'm bringing on my guy, Lenny D. Let me give y'all the order real quick, because I got Lenny D, and then it looks like I got Eminem, and then Infamous 2K, and then Rick.
We got to.
So, y'all hear me? Yeah?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying we got to. I mean,
I got you. All right, so what's going on, my guy, Lenny D? What's happening? Yes, sir. Talk to us, fella.
To the question that was on the stream, is Jalen Hurts, the future? Am I right? That's what the question was,
bro. Yes, we need to know.
It's hard to tell right now, but I don't think he is right now, because I can't give up on Wentz after one bad season. Like I told you yesterday, Notion, we haven't done Wentz no justice. Like when he first came into the league his rookie year, he was throwing to guys like Dorial Green Beckham and Jordan Matthews, who's not even in the league anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like
none of them he was throwing the football to her in the league except for Nelson Aguilar. Josh Huff ain't here. Dorial Green Beckham ain't here. Jordan Matthew ain't here. The list goes on and on. This organization has failed Carson Wentz since day freaking one.
And my point is
I'm hot right now. I'm gonna time myself out because I'm hot. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna time myself out. Yo.
Nah, you can. I want you to stay in because I know you keep it honest. Because like even in 2017, we had an agent Torrey Smith. Like he was somewhat productive, but it wasn't like he was really producing anything. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Alshon now, who it takes him 2 years just to take one step forward. Then you get Deshaun Jackson. Granted, he's good out there when he's on the field,
Man,
but he don't stay healthy.
He dropping mixtapes on the
He
bye
dropping
week.
mixtapes. Like we haven't done him any justice as far like you got DK Metcalf right there, and then you choose JJ Arcega-Whiteside.
You want me to throw my freaking computer right now?
Like and friends, it was me and you that we was like, he's a rookie, give him some time. JJ Arcega-Whiteside is on the active roster, and he is not on the field because he
JJ Arcega-Whiteside is some things that you get when you buy hot dogs. When you buy hot dogs and you buy hamburgers, what do you need to put them in? He's buns. He's buns, man. Like seriously, the dude.
And the thing about it is, like, people like to always say, and it's nothing, against you, Tone, because I know you said it, and you just reading off the article or whatever. But it's people always say that Wentz changing Doug plays. I don't know if that's true or not, but my thing about it,
I don't think it's true.
I don't think it's true, but even if he is, that's what quarterback's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? When I watch games, either if it's the Eagles or any other team, I look at it like this. Like I look at game as like if I'm a player on the field. Like if Carson sees something that he don't like,
I'm chilling.
If Carson sees something he don't like and he changed the play, that's what he's supposed to do. Because what if he see a blitzer coming and it's a run play or something? Or I'm just throwing something out there and it's a pass play or something. He see a blitzer coming and he changed it to a screen play, and that helps. Like that's what you're supposed to do. It's a guy who is in the Hall of Fame. You knew when he changed the play because he yelled out Omaha all the time. So it's fine if he changed the plays, but we have done Carson Wentz no justice as far as getting him some help. Like the only two people that I can say that actually helped him is Miles Sanders and Dallas Goedert. And one of those guys, the coach don't even let him touch the ball that much. You know what I'm saying? So,
for real, the Eagles don't even have to do anything. I was thinking about it just now. They really could just play the season out, let Hurts finish. All right, you played your 4 games. We see what you can do. Okay. Reset. Carson Wentz, you had a bad season. Let's run it back. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to make any emotional reactions. They really don't. Hey, Doug, listen, let's get you an OC, man. All right, boom. They really don't have to make any emotional reactions. But because of the narrative and everything going on, it's too
But it's not even a narrative, bro. It's also the quarterback that you was just talking about. You cannot bring Carson Wentz back knowing that this guy is his backup. He's going to be looking over his shoulder every single play. Oh, damn, I threw an interception. I threw an interception. Let me hurry. Let me try to make up for that. Let me do this and let me do that. Now, here's what I can say about Carson Wentz, what I see. I'm not sure if it's true. He wants to please everybody. He wants to make sure that this fan base, this organization, the coaching staff, and the players are on his side. Because he done been in split locker rooms since 2017. Just think about it. And it's split again.
That's only the sophomore year.
You don't think Miles Sanders and you don't think that Quez Watkins and Rhaegar and all them dudes is if you got a pick and the pick is biased. I mean, not biased, but the pick is you don't know who it is and they can just write it or type it. You don't think that them dudes is going with Jalen Hurts over Carson Wentz? But you got guys like Fletcher Cox speaking up. You got guys like Jason Kelsey that seen this guy put in the work, that knows that this guy is a winner and a baller and will do everything for his freaking team. It's the small things to me, bro. It's the small things to me that people just forget about. Like when Jalen Hurts is in, you got your star quarterback at wide receiver, and he is blocking like he's a freaking tight end out there, hand fighting. Dudes don't do that. Ask Joe Flacco. You know what I mean? Like when you see that your running back fumbles, he is at the bottom of that pile in the scramble, trying to it's things like that you can't coach. I'm not saying Jalen Hurts doesn't have that. It seems like this dude does, but what I'm saying is, this dude has one bad year and just everybody turns on him. And it's a shame that Jalen Hurts might go through the same freaking thing because we're seeing everybody saying, oh man, look at the game against the number one defense. We got this and we got that. Trade Carson Wentz. All right, you trade Carson Wentz, and this dude turns out to be buns. And or he goes next year. He has a 4-game stretch. He has a 4-game stretch where he's just bad. He's awful. Everybody's gonna turn on this dude. Like this fan base pisses me off because people don't appreciate what it took for somebody like Carson Wentz to get here. Carson Wentz wasn't no. I mean, he was the guy. He was a guy out in North Dakota, but he wasn't in no D1 school. He had to grind his behind off just like everybody else. And everybody else gets paid too. So when people make plays on Carson Wentz because the offensive line stinks, when he fumbles, when he throws an interception, when a guy makes a good play, it's not just on him. It just seems like this fan base, and I'm not saying everybody because I see the chats, and I'm not really sure how y'all three feel. But to me, when you look at it, this fan base has turned on this guy, man. That's the only reason.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I'm saying a change of scenery. You're going to see a star again because you can't tell me what you seen last year at the end of the year was just some flash in the pan. You can't tell me 2017 was a flash in the pan. You can't tell me over the last 3 years going 82 and 21. It's a flash in the pan. That's a 4-to-1 ratio almost.
You know what? I guarantee if we never would have drafted Jalen Hurts, Carson Wentz would be in a better place mentally, and he'd be a better player.
Yeah,
I guarantee you.
And that's one thing. Like Carson Wentz always constantly had to do this. Like, just keep on doing
Always.
that. Like, look over his shoulder. The dude who won the Super Bowl got a freaking statue that he got to walk past every day.
Like
he got to walk past that every day.
Like that joint should have been Bordeaux. Like and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This organization has failed him time after time after time. Like when you really look at it, why in the heck did you even get Jalen Hurts? Why?
Why is he here?
That's the really sad to watch, fellas. Because again, like as you stated, like they got everybody's buying into Jalen Hurts. You're seeing receivers now. Like one of the things Carson's always had challenges with. And y'all can, look at the stats. He's not real. He doesn't have the biggest rapport throwing the wide receivers. He loves him some tight ends. Exactly. He doesn't have none. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. He doesn't have any. He doesn't get the wide. We haven't invested in wide receivers for him. But now when you got Jalen Hurts coming in again, it looks like these receivers are, ain't nobody step up. Truly, we need to see that. But now you got Alshon Jeffrey. Now he's stepping up, making plays. He ain't been in Carson's corner the whole year. But the wide receivers, they get a connection for whatever reason when there's another quarterback in the game not named Carson Wentz. Why is that? I have no idea.
Yeah, man. I agree, man. But
I don't like when people say he a bust. Like Ben Roethlisberger, his 5th year, he was not good. And he's a Hall of Famer. He's going to be wearing a yellow jacket. Peyton Manning, his 5th year, he was not good. He is a Hall of Famer right now. It happens. You have a bad year, man. You have a bad year, and now people want to say, "Oh, he had 3 bad years." No, he didn't.
That's not. He did. That's not true.
It's not true.
And to Notion point about the receivers, like it takes time to like build that chemistry with them. Like when we start winning them games, you had Travis Fulgham in, you had what's his name, John Hightower in, you had Greg Ward in. Like that takes time to build that chemistry, and you start seeing him trust guys like Fulgham, Hightower, Greg Ward. When you have that chemistry, then that does something to your quarterback. But as soon as Alshon came back, we told John Hightower, you got to take a back seat. You told Fulgham, hey, we ain't gonna put you in no more. That messes your quarterback up because now you got to build new time in there.
And that's what that's what I need people to understand. Having wide receivers in and out and in and out and in and out last year and this year, and then and now it's O-line too. Like you said, man, it's chemistry. Can we get camaraderie with some wide receivers instead of you just, I'm gonna bring in J.J. Whiteside this week, and I'm a bench Hightower. The dudes that he had Think about this, y'all. The dudes that he had the most connection with, they either split in time or they got benched for Alshon Jeffrey. Think about that. Hightower, he was throwing 50-yard bombs to him damn near every game.
Every game.
They bench him. They bench him. Fulgham, he was balling. We were saying he's the number one. He's the best.
Jersey sales out the roof.
The best things to slice bread. What happened? He got a split time with Alshon Jeffrey. Think about that, y'all. Just think about things like that, about how this organization is failing this dude, man.
Hey, listen, here's a fun fact. Last game, Travis, game with the Saints.
Hey, my man Joey coming on. Yo, come and get Joey on, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Hey, listen.
Because this conversation is long overdue, Joe. You know you my guy, but this
you already know
long overdue.
Hey, Lenny D. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and try to get Joey on. Hey, Joey, try to get up in here. I know this thing is full. Listen, hey, till next time, Lenny D. Notion Gang.
Next time, bro.
Appreciate all the love, bro. Hey, Joey, try to see if you can squeeze in there, my guy. Hold up.
Hey, Fresh, listen, though.
Yo.
Like, the crazy thing is, Fulgham was only in for 11 snaps in the Saints game. 11 snaps. And Alshon Jeffrey was in for, like, 36 snaps. So my thing is, like, what are y'all trying to do? Like, do y'all want to win or do y'all want to lose? I understand he caught a touchdown from Jalen Hurts, but I feel like Travis Fulgham would have caught the same touchdown easily. You know what I'm saying? So, like, let's not act like Alshon Jeffrey is back. Alshon Jeffrey is not back. You know, he was a product of
he pushed off. He pushed off. Let's keep it real. Just like how he pushed off at the end of the Green Bay game. It was the same play. It was the same exact play, and he did the same exact thing.
All right, real quick, I'm gonna run through some of these because every time somebody drop out, somebody else dropping in. So, real quick, hey, I'm gonna go through some callers that don't have like actual the cam. So we're gonna try to go through a quick question. How we doing this, fellas? You want to try to keep it rocking?
Yeah. Just keep,
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Eminem,
What they gonna say?
You on hot? What's going on? Talk to us.
Yo, that.
You.
Yes, sir. Your mic's muted. Okay, can you hear us?
Hold on.
Are we?
I'm sorry. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you
yes,
good,
sir.
man. What's up, bro?
Yeah, nothing much. Lenny D was on point. Young Easy 93 was on point. As for the question on if Jalen Hurts is the future, Fresh, you said it earlier, man. I'm not from Philadelphia. I'm from North Alabama, so I'm not around a lot of Philly fans. But real talk, this fan base does piss me off sometimes. I think it's way too premature to be discussing not only that question, but also whether or not you should trade Carson Wentz. And Tone, I think you said this earlier. I think if I were to answer the question though, I think what the Eagles organization should do, real talk, is just play out these remaining 3 games, which I don't even think we'll win. Maybe at Dallas, but at Washington and Arizona, I'm not sure about. Play out these remaining 3 games, and then work out what you need to work out over the offseason. Compete. Carson, you go see a sports psychologist, and then Carson, and hopefully, if Carson shows up during training camp, you're the starter at the beginning of the new season, and we'll go from there.
Right. I feel like Carson has built up too much equity in his organization for them to just move on from him like this. I feel like he's been through the ringer. If anything, make them guys compete. Hey, listen, this is what the reality is.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts, you've earned the right to compete. You beat the number 1 defense, and you ended up going, let's say hypothetically, you went 3-1 in those final 4 games. Okay, you've earned the right to compete. Once compete. Let's see what happens. Go. I would much rather see that. I would much rather see that.
Go ahead, Notion. Go ahead. Notion. When somebody bring them Jones, you got to read them Jones, man. I
got you, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Hey, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and pause. It's my fault. Hey,
I know you're doing a lot. I know how it is. I get it.
You already know, bro. They up in here getting to it.
Yeah,
I know. LJ Fields, let me shout him out since it's all here. Carson is good. Hey, listen, but I'm gonna have to give him tier 2 at best over his 5th season. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. Look, right now, a lot of things are going on with Carson, bro. Good.
Hey, LJ, real fast. LJ, tell me what tier 2 is like. top 5, and then top 10 is tier 2. Like you gotta let me know what tier 2 is.
Like who's in that tier? Who's in that tier 2?
No,
bucket?
not even who. Just 1 through 5, and then tier 2 is 6 through 10, and like I don't know what.
Oh, I got you. Breakdown. I got you. But yeah, definitely. Real quick, I want to touch on my man Eminem's question too. I know he, you know what I'm saying? Look, I see this whole thing again. I think it's broken. Honestly, I just don't see them, you know, and it's not denying Carson of any talent because he's a very talented quarterback. But I don't see this future state going on with both. It's not going to be Doug and Carson anymore. And I just think that I don't see there needs to be an open quarterback competition, in my opinion, with a new coach up in here. But again, if Jalen Hurts wins this out, I have a feeling Doug Peterson is going to justify that to say Jalen Hurts is the type of scheme and the type of system that I want to run in Philly. If y'all give me Jalen Hurts, they move on together. But it ain't going to be no Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz. I think that is broke.
I see. I can't make a determination like that, especially when he doesn't have an OC. You know, we saw what we don't know. We saw what they were able to do in 2017. Granted, it was with voices like DeFilippo and Frank Wright. You may never know.
But
the OC, if we get an OC in here, yeah, exactly. If we get an OC that happens to mimic that type of role that Frank Wright had back in 2017. You may see that chemistry or that simpatico front between Doug and Carson that you saw in 2017. But I know you guys have to go through these calls, so I just have one quick question. What do you guys think about the some of the Instagram and Twitter comments from Will Parks considering the coaching staff, the DBs, and the front office?
What exactly did he say? Because I'll be honest, I try to steer clear of like the BS like that. So what exactly did he say?
Oh yeah, you know how these you know how these athletes are. They're kind of passive aggressive, kind of very. From what I gathered, it seemed like from what I gathered, it was the first comment was I think Avonte Maddox saying, I'm praying for you guys. Darius Slay and Ronnie McLeod and Will Parks was like, these guys pretend like they're cool, and he was making a lot of comments about how everyone is fake and how it's 2020 and not 2017. Really cryptic comments like that. So honestly, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into it.
No. You know what that is? And I actually like Will Parks. I actually like Will Parks, and I think we actually got rid of him prematurely because we need him now. But you know what I think that is? I think that's simply just, he's upset that he got cut from his team that he grew up rooting for. He's from Philly.
For sure, yeah.
I got a homie that, didn't grow up too far from him, you know what I mean? So it's like that I think that's more so what that is. You have to think about what the things he's saying, like, this ain't 2017. Bro, you weren't even a thought process in 2017. So stop it. It's just like it's clearly an emotional reaction, and I understand you got cut from your favorite team growing up. It hurts. It hurt anybody. But you got a job back with the Denver Broncos, and you keep it pushing because you never know who you might need a job from in the future. So be careful.
Yeah. All right, you guys take it easy.
You can let him go. I'll
already, Eminem. Big salute to you, bro.
Yeah, I got a different take on that, Tom.
And real quick, LJ Fields, big shout out to you. You already know. Hey, with the super chat, 199, 5 and 10, definitely. So I think he was talking about
the main
rank,
reason I feel that way is because
I
never took Avonte Maddox and or Darius Slay as being the fake type. The people he named. I can't speak with Jalen Mills because that dude too erratic for me.
Yeah. I'm not even talking about that. I'm not even talking about that. What I'm talking about is the 2017 comment. This is not the first time that we heard this.
Oh no, it's not. No. I'm talking about specifically from him.
All right. But hold on, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a lot to say in the next couple minutes. So hold on. Let me finish what I was saying. Shout out to my guy Joey Shakes. We about to get it on. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. But if y'all don't know, this is definitely my guy. But when you really look at it, man, you got dudes like you got dudes speaking up. I mean, was Orlando Scandrick wrong? Like, I made a video about him last year, but when you look at it, other than him coming at Malcolm Jenkins, him saying that people walking around like acting like they walk on clouds and all that kind of stuff because of 2017, I think it's true. There's too many people coming out of that locker room saying that, man. Does Howie Roseman think that he's some type of boss or whatever the case may be? And and I'm the reason that we won the Super Bowl. This is why him and Doug have whatever they got going on. This is why Howie Roseman probably, I don't know, I'm not sure, but probably think he can tell Doug what players need to come up and what players need to stay on a practice squad. It's an internal thing that's going on right now.
He's the root. I think Howie's the root.
Yeah, but when you look at it, it's an internal thing going on because once again, Doug Peterson, let's talk about it real fast. Doug Peterson said that Mike Groh will be back 17 hours later, step into my office. You're fired. And then they brought in all these guys that Howie doesn't even, that Doug doesn't even freaking know. You know what I mean? So when you look at it, he has none of his guys on the staff. I will give him credit for that. You know what I mean? But still, he's not giving up play calling because that's the last line, the last bit of control that he has. And he ain't giving that up for nothing. And if he do, it's going to be the Press Taylor who freaking stinks. Go ahead, Charles.
Man, fellas, listen. Again, I already know, again,
Joey, what's good?
You already know we got Joey Shakes squad in the building. First and foremost, hey, bro, you already know. Ain't no introduction needed. Y'all make sure y'all check Joey Shakes out, the GOAT. Y'all know what it is. But, hey, listen, we got to get your take on this, Joey. Listen, we know what the vibes are right now. And, hey, unfortunately, we know we got some quarterback controversy. So, what's your thoughts, Joey? Jump on into this. I'm going to keep – hey, I don't know what your time's looking like, Joey, but how you feel if we start rocking through some of these callers on here with you too, bro? Because that's how we're going to keep it rocking.
Yeah, don't worry about putting me on long. Like if you got other callers, I know your guys are busy, so I ain't going after Fresh. But I need to. I need to.
Come on, man. No,
you know,
they all waiting for.
I'm very confused because I don't know what the answer is after this year. I really don't because there is a chance. Hey, maybe we get to the playoffs. I don't know. It's going to be cut, simple, and dry. I don't know if it's even going to happen, but. I agree with, they shouldn't have drafted Hurts this year. That just created a problem. And that's when one of the beat writers asked, Howie Roseman after the draft, is this going to be a problem down the road? And he kind of said, no, of course not. And then that's when he mentioned the QB factory and everything going on. But I'm not looking at PFF. I'm not looking at stats. I'm not looking at any of this stuff. But what I've been seeing with my own two eyes this past whole year, I agree. I think some of it has to do with scheme. I'm not putting it on Carson Wentz 100%. Definitely not. But
he's been bad.
He's been really bad. He's been not seeing open guys. Progression's bad. Mobility is gone. I don't know how many cheeseburgers he ate. I don't know how many cheeseburgers he ate for the offseason.
He out there chilling with Embiid and all that, right?
I'm telling you, he had too much veal, man. Like,
but here's the thing, Joe. That a lot of people, and I'm not saying you, but a lot of people mix up the things that I'm saying. I'm not saying he hasn't been bad because he has. Mm-hmm. Oh man. But when you look at it, I think that the coach can put him in predicaments where though you can't keep being bad. See that this guy is just being bad in the pocket, but when I see that I roll him out, I'm getting a 40-yard gain. I'm getting an 18-yard gain. I'm getting something positive. Why are you not doing these things? Why am I not protecting my quarterback when I know the offensive line is just in shambles by running the freaking football? These are simple things that I'm just I'm befuddled about, and it breaks my brain. Joe, you are right. He has been playing bad. Should he have been benched? Hell yeah. But I would have liked to see Doug Peterson give up play calling first, because now Carson Wentz is the scapegoat. Because now we're seeing, what are we seeing? Oh, Jalen Hurts, he do this. Even though Jalen Hurts only threw for 167 yards. If Carson Wentz throws for 167 yards, we grinding him the hell up. But because he can get out of trouble, and because he can, even when it's a pass play, he sees that the guys ain't open, wide receivers ain't getting open. Oh, I'm out of here. And that's something that Carson Wentz can't do, especially this year. I don't know who told him to gain the weight. Shout out to Philly 500. You already know how he feel about that. You know what I mean? But I I just think that the organization has been failing him, bro. Like, even though I seen Jalen Hurts and I like everything that he did, but his wide receiver still only had 80 yards. 80 yards. Like, so when you look at it, it's like when you look at it, and then one of them was the one, the Rhaegar. It was like a 40-yard. It was like a 40-yard one. And why, like things like that, plays like that, I love, because I see them all when you turn on Red Zone. You see them all through the league. We never see that with this team. We never see dudes running wide open down the field. But it just seemed like he schemed it. He schemed it different. Even though I still didn't like his play call through the middle. I liked it around halftime, but I still didn't think he ran the ball. I think Miles Sanders need more than 14 freaking touches.
Oh yeah.
Like to me, I just think Doug to me is more responsible for our woes than Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is definitely up there though.
Hey, let me give you a quick update real quick on that Too Fresh though, because listen, we've seen it this year also. Like, the only games that Carson Wentz, I believe, has won this year, which was against the Niners and we tied against the Bengals. But those are the only games that Carson Wentz has ran over 5 times in each game, right? So there's
no. He got busy in Baltimore and against Pittsburgh. We just lost.
They were long,
yeah. He got busy in them games though.
So what? Go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
First game, Jalen Hurts comes out running the ball 18 times. I know Carson ain't run no 18 and no never that. So listen, Jalen automatically creates a dual threat. You have to prepare for the run. You don't have to do that for Carson. So, Jalen's getting these looks now. Yes, the Saints adjusted in the second half. We saw that. But again, I'm not going to slight Jalen because that was the number 1 ranked defense in this league. So
we have to acknowledge what Jalen brings to the table. But
you do.
That's exactly what it is. You got these rushers flying in. Jalen can make that play. Carson right now, I don't think we're not helping Carson by giving him running backs, but at the same time, Carson is not elusive enough right now to create those running plays. That's why we're seeing the stagnant offense. We're seeing Carson getting sacked in the pocket. It's a lot of tribute to Doug Peterson because he's not scheming around Carson Wentz's strengths. But again, naturally, Jalen Hurts fits this scheme, and that's what I see.
But what is the scheme? What exactly is the scheme?
The scheme appears to be a lot more RPO. RPO is
but I only seen like 4 RPOs.
Hold on, like I want to hear
that brings,
Joey, what do you think about this?
Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, no, like it's just amazing how little our receivers did in this game, and it was all just pretty much two guys the whole time. Yeah, we had some passes here and there, got Alshon Jeffrey, which I was really surprised. I think Hurts showed he has toughness. He took a big hit on that Alshon Jeffrey touchdown.
Yeah,
I give him respect for that. But you know what? I don't think Hurts was bothered by any noise because of what he went through between Alabama and going to Oklahoma, getting benched for Tua and then coming back. He been through a lot of these college kids don't go through that, and he went through a real hard time. So coming to the NFL, it looked like, just watching week after week. And then you can't let these two guys coexist next year. I don't even think you could have these guys in the same building next year. So what if Jalen Hurts brings his team to the playoffs this year? What do you do after that? I really don't know, because now you're really stuck. And, maybe I have a feeling Howie Roseman's going to be here. I have a feeling he's going to be here, but they might strip him of his player personnel power, might bring in an evaluator. There could be a new head coach that walks to this building and says, Carson Wentz and Jalen Hurts aren't my guys. You got those coaches, just like Ron Rivera came in, said they tried Dwayne Haskins for a few weeks, and then that was pretty much it. He went with the guy that he normally would go to, was backup quarterback back with Carolina. So there's a lot of different things.
But neither one of them was getting paid like Carson.
No, that's the problem.
Yeah,
There's a big price tag.
The money is the huge caveat that's really changing everything.
You can't have a $35 million a year man sitting on the bench. But that'll be some Eagle stuff right there. That's the crazy.
Right. But listen though, let's say if we did everything the same but pay Carson Wentz, this would be a simple fix. like this would be a simple situation if we did, like in my opinion, because the money complicates it. The money makes it.
So you're saying it's simple that you would just let go of Carson Wentz?
No, I'm saying it's simple as far as if you needed to make a decision, you can cut ties easily.
And there might be a chance. There might be a chance that Carson might go to another team and actually be successful. It probably will happen. It's already happened to how many players already?
And we're underestimating the fact that he might ask for a trade. We're underestimating that fact.
I don't think that guy. I don't know him, but it just
listen. He got the money already. He got the money.
Maybe. I mean,
he got the money. He don't owe us nothing. He got the money. He got the bag. He don't owe us nothing. He got the bag. He got the ring. He don't owe us nothing. He could dip.
Between Brett Favre's comments and Aaron Rodgers' comments, okay, when Aaron Rodgers had that little discussion after that Green Bay game, and Aaron Rodgers was on the Pat McAfee show and was talking about, it could be, both these guys think that it's everything around Carson, which it could be, but I think too much has happened in Philadelphia since he's been drafted. I think too much has happened. I think there's too much sparring. There's too much sparring.
Guys, how do you keep going into the locker room?
And he just had a baby. He just had a baby. He not ready for this. He just had a baby. He don't want none of this.
Listen. All right, so you already know how I feel about with the girlfriend situation and the picture above the headboard, and she don't want to give up the picture. That's how I feel about the statue. But not only that, now I feel as though Carson Wentz feels as though, hey man, my girlfriend, wife, whatever the case may be, is cheating on me again. Did I not bring her flowers when she wanted? Did I not do everything that she asked me to do? Did I not take out the trash? Did I mess up a lot of things? I didn't cheat. But did I mess up a lot of things? Yes. But damn, I feel as though you're cheating on me again. After everything that I do and that I have done, we do not raise the Lombardi without him. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
He comes back. He threw, and I'm gonna keep saying this because there's no stat for it. A dude threw a touchdown on a torn ACL.
Facts.
I don't want to say he's buns. And I'm reading your comments. Bus where? I'd like dude having a bad year. Joe, can it be that the dude's just having a bad year?
It could be that, or it could be he hasn't been the same since his injury. It could be both things. I mean, I made a video after the first game, and I was afraid to make it because I was like, I'm going to get so much heat for this, but I didn't care. So I made it, and I was like, something's wrong with Doug. I said, something's wrong with Carson. Like this, I mean, he was throwing a pick in the same spot. I mean, it could have been chemistry. It could have been he threw it too early. I don't know.
Yeah. The first one I put on him, but the second one, to me, first of all, if you got DeSean Jackson, this is what I mean. This is why I say that Doug Peterson is the problem. He's not putting the players in situations to where as though they can succeed. Why in the hell is DeSean Jackson not running that route?
Yeah, he's running out routes. He's running sideline throws. He wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. But he one of the best comeback players because of his speed. And you chose to put Hightower and Rhaegar in that situation on their first start. They are timing routes, bro. And he never played with them dudes. He didn't play with DeSean Jackson. Now, give or take, it was only like 2 or 3 games, but still. Why are you not having DeSean Jackson in that situation from week 1? And I get what you're saying because I felt the same way about Doug. I mean, you can go check my videos. Since week 1, I said Doug Peterson play calling freaking stinks.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's changed. Even this game that we won it because of Jalen Hurts' mobility. And Miles Sanders did everything he could with the limited touches that he got, and
that's why I think Doug, and also
the defense.
And that's why I think that should let go.
Peterson.
And that's why I think that should be let go for the simple fact that if you really think about these past 3 years, right, Super Bowl not included, these past 3 years, Doug has not innovated his offense whatsoever. Like, we have not seen any new wrinkles. Everything just seems to be the same. And we're still expecting this quarterback to still perform at the same rate when things around him are not developing and progressing and being fulfilled. Like, let's be totally honest. Carson Wentz still statistically was successful. But in reality, you know, the record shows that, you know, we struggled to get into the playoffs and so on and so forth, and there were inconsistencies. But Doug Peterson has not made it a point to put the pieces around him the right way, put people in position. At the end of the day, all these teams are set up for their quarterback to succeed. You know, when you think about even the Colts with Phillip Rivers, the first few games they had him airing it out, and they said, "Okay, we can't do that. We have to run this ball. Phillip Rivers is an older guy. We cannot continue to throw the ball the way we're doing it." Doug Peterson has not earned his job in 2021 because from week 1 all the way to week 13 or week 12, you made 0 adjustments with this guy. 0.
Mm-hmm.
0. And then all of a sudden,
except for when he asked him to be a game manager in the Giants game.
And I don't even count that because that was counterproductive. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at it like the moment somebody had to say something to you, because I feel like Jeffrey Lurie between the previous week and the Saints game, he had a conversation with somebody, and they said, "Listen, you better make a move now." And at that point, he put in Jalen Hurts. I feel like Doug is at a point where he's trying to save his job, and I feel like it's too little, too late for him. You know, we're going to have to find out at the end of the day because you know we don't know if Carson's just having a bad year. We don't know if Doug really just didn't make it a point to help this guy. And we all know mechanically, we have to acknowledge this. Mechanically, Carson Wentz has regressed.
He has.
And
like in 2017, you seen this dude bounce around in the pocket. You seen him having a time. You seen him like the way that he played in 2017, and I credit a lot of that to DeFilippo and also Frank Wright, man. Like you can see it. You can actually see that is not the same guy from 2017. It's nothing that you can debate, and it hasn't been. But I think that it's coaching to me because some people you can just say go ahead and go across the street. I done gave y'all this analogy before. Some people you can say go ahead and go across the street. Go ahead on your own. Some people you got to say grab my hand. Take this walk with me. I think Carson Wentz is the kind of guy that you say take this walk with me. And I think that the departure of Frank Wright and also DeFilippo has hindered him. Because and once again, these are like some of the things that you brought up, Tom. They might be he say she said stuff. So I don't know. But when you really look at it, what's going on, bro? But when you really look at it, in 2017, he had a guy in his ear damn near every drive. And sometimes that's what a guy needs. Everybody ain't no freaking Peyton Manning. Everybody ain't no freaking Tom Brady. Yo, listen, I need you to do this and I need you to do that. But can I say this? Did we see that last week? Did we see that with Doug and Jalen Hurts? He come off the field and Doug's right in his ear. Yo, I need you to do this. I need you to do this. I need you to do that.
Joey, I got a question. Hey, Joey, I got a question. Did you not see that entire sideline just looked like a total different sideline? Like, Joey, you got to explain that to me.
Yeah, no, it did. Like I look at the little things. What happened? Even when Jalen Hurts, even for the Green Bay game, went in for 3 series. Like and then coming off the field and Doug's right in his ear. But not even just that. But I'm seeing what Carson's doing even prior to this week. Like I'm seeing Carson even last game when he was even in the Green Bay game he was standing away from all the players. He was by himself. And then I saw Hurts and Carson talking, and Hurts just made a face and he walked away. And I'm hearing from all the beat writers that even pregame, these guys aren't even in the vicinity of each other. They're not even 2 feet away from each other during pregame. Something's going on. And I mean, for a quarterback at his 5th year, how could you be this? And I understand we're putting it on everything else, but I'm just saying in general, like what happened to his play? Like, where did it go? I don't see these other quarterbacks really dealing with this right now. I mean, I just don't see it. And how could he be this bad? I mean, there's guys that, we can't even score 20 points a game. I mean, it's bad.
I feel like they failed them in his development. I feel like all these quarterbacks we're seeing, they've had guys developing them, developing their mechanics, developing their instincts, developing their pocket presence. You know what I'm saying? I don't think those guys, I don't think when you come to I don't think when you make it to the NFL, you become unteachable. So at that point, I feel like these past 3 years, I feel like since Wentz's injury, because I feel like the injury matters as well. I feel like the injury maybe have hindered his. See, I would agree. I would agree with you on the injury if he wasn't out there risking his body the way he is. Like we've seen him out there just going crazy with his body, running for 40 yards, and versus Baltimore. We've seen him getting hit. So I can't say the injury has mentally stopped him. Maybe physically,
question,
but mentally I can't say the injury has done it.
Can I ask y'all a question? During the Green Bay game, and I want all of y'all to answer this. In chat, y'all also answer it too. What did he do to cause him to be benched? He didn't make any turnovers. He was getting smacked the heck up.
The offense just flat. The offense was really flat.
It was flat.
It was really flat. It was bad.
He didn't do it, and that's the thing right now, fellas. Like, and again, it's not a shade on Carson by any means, because again, like this coaching staff, we clearly see Carson's having a bad year. He's regressing. What is this coaching staff doing to help him during his tough times? Nothing. We're not doing nothing. We're not giving him a run game. Again, this isn't Doug's natural style. He hasn't done it in years to give somebody honestly over 25, 30 carries a game. He hasn't done that in this scheme or this system. But at the same time, it's just I don't feel as though, and I mean, I might get ripped up for this, but after the injury that Carson did have, listen, like his mobility hasn't been the same. He's not escaping the pocket like he used to. That's a coaching thing. When you notice that, you need to make adjustments to your quarterback to say, hey, we need to either get another running back in here, something that we found success with during our Super Bowl run, to make it easier for Carson. We need to get a bona fide number one wide receiver in here to make it easier for Carson. No, this team is ignoring all of that. So naturally, you have Jalen Hurts, right? That comes in. We don't know what this man's got. Again, I still need to see his deep ball. I want to see him playing clutch times. There's things I still need to see from Jalen, but he's explosive. Carson Wentz is not explosive on the ground like that. And that's one of the things that keeps the chains moving, that keeps our offense going. It masks a lot of the deficiencies we have. And it is what it is. Doug's about to look like a genius, depending on how he wants to play this out, if he throws Carson under the bus or not. But I don't believe that he has that explosiveness that he had, at a point in time.
But listen, I don't care if Carson is getting 1 yard or 2 yards rushing. I don't want anything negative. So I'm not asking him to be Michael Vick. See, that's the thing. We act like there's there's no in between, or there's either he's slow or he's super fast. I look at it like, all right, cool. Carson may not be taking the running lanes as a Jalen Hurts may take. Sure, I give you that, right? But I feel like and maybe sure he's maybe not as fast as he was in 2017. But I feel like he can still, if things break down, get out of the pocket, run for a few yards, take a quarterback slide, you live to fight another day. It is what it is. But I feel like the problem is he's just not doing it. I feel like he can. We got to admit, there have been times where he's had a clear patch of grass in front of him, and he did not take it.
Facts. Hey, real quick shout out to my guy Edwin. I see him up in here with the $1.99 super chat, or the $2 super chat. Yes, sir. Trade Carson. He has no love in Philly.
Hey, man.
You really don't know. He's too professional to the point we can't even find out anything about this guy at all at this point. We can't even find out anything.
Right. He's such a professional. Like, he's too squeaky clean. You can't see nothing behind the curtain.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna bring on.
Even if he do leave, I still think he keep his lips closed.
But even that, dude, the guy was never reprimanded either. Like, you kept him on the field for this long, and the guy was like, it's like me going to work, and I'm like 10 minutes late to work every day, and if they don't say anything to me, I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing I've been doing until I get talked about. It's happened to me before. Trust me. So, I really.
Do you think Doug is scared to say something to Carson?
Huh?
Do you think Doug is scared to say something to Carson? Like, during that time, do you think Doug was like?
I don't think
I think he's trying to coddle Carson. I don't think he wants to be blatantly honest and tell you, Carson, you're not doing good right now. We're about to bench you for Jalen Hurts. Doug already acknowledged me and Carson, we're joined at the hip on this. So I feel if y'all joined at the hip, you need to go too, brother, because you failing your quarterback. So it's a failure, in my opinion. Again, we're not scheming to help Carson. That's how I see this whole thing.
Look what he did after even after like the post game. Like he gave nothing to Jalen Hurts. He gave nothing. I mean, it was literally like, look, I thought it was a team effort. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that defense, man, that defensive line, Jesus, I was like, they took care of business. Javon Hargrave, where'd he come from? Like, damn, the past couple weeks. Now we're seeing where that money was going. Now we're starting to see it now. Right. But and Josh Sweat as well. My God, he needs more snaps. I'm taking him over Barnett at this point. So.
Said that.
Go ahead. Doug didn't give any praise to Jalen. I mean, look, he should have gave some. I mean, even the coach for the Saints even said, "Oh, Jalen did a good job," but I gave him props. Like, it's not about one guy. And then when you flip that over, it's not about one guy. It's always been about one guy with this roster. Jason Peters. I mean. Benching Jordan Mailata after I said to myself after that bye week, I said, watch, these guys are going to get healthy. Alshon Jeffrey taking away snaps from Travis Fulgham and friggin' John Hightower. I mean, and it's just looking horrible. I mean, just looking at there was all this, John Clark from Philadelphia.
You about to make my head away.
John Clark was like, "Oh, Alshon Jeffrey." People that know Alshon Jeffrey is going to come in with a chip on his shoulder, and all this speculation that he was going to come in and have a revenge year. And he caught a touchdown from a backup rookie quarterback right now. So I don't know what the answer is, but I think I agree with you, Notion. I think Doug is the failure, and I don't think this game even saved his job, not by an inch. So, just me.
Right, he's the ultimate failure in this. I think he's the ultimate failure. I think he's the ultimate failure because I feel like you can work with a player, but a coach.
And it could have been as simple as him not being stubborn. Get an offensive coordinator, get some help. I mean, listen, my coaching job sucks right now. I need an offensive coordinator or someone that's going to make my job more easier. It's that simple, but
he cut his nose despite his face. He cut his nose despite his face. Bottom line, that's the narrative of the season. Cutting your nose despite your face.
Not even just that, but look, not even just that. But here's another thing that really pissed me off. Another thing is just say he was starting for Arizona. Like, why are you just say it? Because all you're doing is creating problems. And
Joe, calm down.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
He had to get the okay. He can't. He's not making this. You're freaking kidding me?
He said on 94 WIP 2 weeks ago, he said, I'm the one that makes decisions on who gets benched. But I didn't believe it either because
I didn't believe it.
There's no way. You know what I mean? There's no way.
He had to get the okay. He comes out the next day. Now they didn't even practice.
Yeah, I know.
They didn't even practice. But
anyway. He said I had to sleep on it.
No, he said I had to look at it.
He said,
"Why you always gotta look at
tape?" He does this. He's like, I'm going to, I'm going to enjoy this one.
He said, I'm going to go home to my family tonight, and
I'm going to enjoy this one. Get them.
But we're trying to keep this thing rocking a little longer, gang. Hey, Tone, just to give you the heads, bro, we at the 2:15, 2 hour 19.
I'm rocking.
Already, bro. Already. Hey, Joey, how you feeling, bro? You want to keep this thing rocking? Because I'm gonna bring in some callers, bro.
I'll go. You guys bring in other people, but I appreciate you guys. I've been trying to.
Joe, hold up before you go. Man, it's been that time, man. Come on, man. I know you over a year, man. We I know. We're gonna do it, then it don't get done. You know what I mean? I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting.
my ticket, bro. Yeah.
Hey, listen, just check your Twitter. I think I gave you my number on Twitter.
Oh, okay. All right. No, I'll hit you up though.
Already know. Hey, listen, if y'all ain't checked out my guy Joey Shakes, y'all check him out because he's keeping that fire.
Mr. 10K.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. 10K in the building.
If you ain't check out Joey Shakes, you was living under a rock.
All right, yeah, and by the way, sub to all you guys, subscribe to all these guys here. Me and Tone DeShields just did our first post game. I actually invited him last second, so I tried to get in his thing last second when he was doing it. So all you guys, we're gonna be doing something soon, I promise. But sub to all these guys.
Yes,
hey, man,
sir.
You might gotta wait. Some people gotta wait a little bit longer than others.
All right. You're good. I promise. I'll hit you up.
I mean, Tone just bust on the scene out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Who next? 500? Like, damn, Tone. Right now.
I got you.
All right, bro.
You know it's all love, bro. You know it's all
All
love.
right.
Indeed, Joey Notion gang salute.
All right. See you later, bro.
All right,
Yes, sir. Hey, you already know we had to get the goat up in here. So real quick,
That was a good
right.
one, man.
I still gotta watch that joint too. I ain't watched that joint yet. I ain't watched
All
it.
right,
I got a feeling the way you talking, Tone, and the way Joey be talking, I got a feeling y'all was in there giving my man some smoke in that joint. I know y'all was. I know y'all was in there giving Carson smoke. I know y'all was. I can't wait to watch. I cannot.
You gotta go watch the run back. Yeah,
that's funny as hell.
Nah, he definitely was. I watched part of Tone. I was like, Tone.
Oh, ever miss
I
2K?
said,
But you
Tone, I
on
thought you was
that.
a Carson guy.
Wait, hey, Infamous, really? Hey, 2K, really? He was in there like
I
that?
would not lie to you. I was like, Tone, that's you. That can't be you.
Nah, that ain't
Tone
Tone.
like that.
That ain't Tone. Hey, I'm gonna watch it myself, man. I'm an eye guy, man. You already know.
I'm an eye guy.
You gotta check the tape.
Before I get into all of that, I got a bone to pick with Fresh. Cotton candy with pickles?
Huh?
Come on now. In your new
That's
video.
my daughter, bro.
You can't let her eat that.
How you got a bone to pick with me? I didn't eat that bull crap.
Because you didn't take it out of her hand. She can't be eating that.
Man, she talking about it's a TikTok channel. I let my kids enjoy themselves. I guarantee she probably and I ain't even called check up on her. She probably on the toilet right now.
All right, so
Go
you
ahead.
already know about the 84 yards to the wideouts. So I just want to talk about Hurts' passing ability. If Hurts can prove to me wrong that he has a passing ability, I'm sold for him being a good quarterback, a decent quarterback at the best, because it's only a 4-game thing, right? But here's the thing. 40, and I know a lot of y'all not like your eye test most people, but PFF mostly goes on eye stats based on their opinion, and they're most trusted. But his PFF grade was 40.9, right, which is lower than Wentz's PFF grade when he threw 2 picks and fumbled against football teams.
I don't believe. I don't like. I don't be believing that PFF stuff. You know, his grade was low. His grade was lower than Dwayne Haskins, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, but it depends on the game because, like, he had 40.9 is a higher PFF grade than obviously Carson when he threw 4 picks, or not 4 picks, 2 picks and 2 fumbles when he had the 4 turnover game. But my other point was he was 5 for 9 when coming out of halftime adjustments. And here's the thing about the whole adjustment thing and number one thing. The reason why I don't give him that excuse on his passing is because last week when they did the adjustments to him, Green Bay, they're a decent defense, but they're 28th in passing defense for going by average ranking. So there's no reason why you can complete only one pass against man coverage when they're one of the worst teams. And now he's a rookie, so I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. But it
is the scheme, and also it might be some of the players also they don't get open, bro, and that's been happening all year.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that's Hurts' fault. The reason this is not technically to y'all. This is more to the people who want Hurts to be franchise quarterback, want Hurts to overcome Wentz, want Hurts to take over Wentz's starting spot after these 4 games. The other thing is the game tape. A lot of people have a misconception of game tape. Just because you have the game tape doesn't mean you have a great plan that's actually going to work. I can have a game plan, but for it to work, you have to wait till they actually try it. You think I mean, the Saints are ranked number 1 defense in the league. They know Hurts can run. I don't think their defensive coordinators is stupid. They know Hurts can run. I'm pretty sure his whole game plan that game was to try to stop him from running the ball like that. Now, the thing is, you can game plan that after a game of tape, but to actually see if it works in the game is 2 different things.
I think that they didn't know how fast this kid really was.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we'll have to see.
Look at it; they had spies, but they just wasn't fast enough, man.
We was too busy trying to compare him to Taysom Hill.
He was doing just enough. He was getting at the edge just enough, and it was something spectacular to see. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like it wasn't like Vic type, but it was kind of like Russell Wilson type when he first came into the league. You know what I mean? I like him a lot from what I've seen with the kids. See, here's the thing I want people to realize, everybody in the chat, I'm not a Jalen Hurts hater. He is the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. I am going to be rooting for him.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that the play calling needs to be better, or this kid is going to be under the same bus because after they figure out how to stop him with the speed, because they figured out Lamar Jackson, even though Lamar Jackson had a hell of a game last night. I don't know if y'all seen it, but
Mm.
damn,
Oh, yeah, that was amazing. Yeah.
that was a hell of a game. But when you look at it, come on, he has nowhere near close to his MVP season that he had last year. So when you look at it, the league catches up to you. You know what I mean? And I just want to come.
I think
Hello?
that's Tone again. Tone is back with the Megatron, with the Darth Vader thing.
Tone, that's you.
Was it?
I think that was last time.
You gonna get up out of here.
All right, I think Tone up out of here, bro.
But real quick,
No,
that's the thing though. I was just about to talk about the spies. They barely put spies on them. if you want to go by percentage, they only put a spy for them for 13% of the time in the game, and that's not their fault. The reason why this offense was the reason why they can't really put spies is because you don't want Zach Ertz, nor do you want Goddard a one-on-one with your other linebacker. That's why they barely spied him that game. That's the thing. And then my last thing was Tone's article. The thing with that article is it's very nitpick because I mean
for sure. I just wanted to throw again, like I'm
not coming at you. Just
I know you're not. I just want everybody else in the chat to know that when I threw it in, I just wanted to throw that aspect in it because that's a narrative that people keep throwing out about that he's hard to work with and he has an ego and so on and so forth. And I disagree.
My whole thing is
it might be true though. It
might be fire, bro.
You know what? You're right. We can't make speculation.
Is Doug telling him I want you to run this offense, and he's saying it's not working for me? Obviously, you see what the hell is going on. You know what I mean? So could that be it? But my thing is if that's the case, all right, Carson, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try it your way for a couple games. Let's see how it goes then. You know what I mean? If it don't, can we make a deal? Let's make a deal, man. I ain't talking about with them briefcases. Let's make a deal. You know what I mean? If you fail running the system how you want to run it, because let's keep it a being, y'all. When he does the hurry up offense, that's when we start that's when he start rolling. That's when things start clicking. That's when he's not throwing interceptions. That's when he's doing when he is running the offense. Let's keep it a bean.
Mm-hmm. The thing that I wanted to get to was everyone's talking about that 30, whatever the record is. What is if you look at Sean Payton's record with the backups, he's lost one game and that was last week.
Right.
Well, right. If you want to talk about records, what's Frank Reich's record with Carson Wentz? Right. So my whole thing is a lot of it that does not necessarily mean Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson are both bad coaches, bad player and a bad coach. Maybe they just can't mix oil and water type thing, right? My whole thing is I don't think it's necessarily Doug likes the other quarterback more because I think it's mainly why he stopped running these RPOs was because he doesn't want Hurts to get hurt. Wants to get hurt. I think that's why he stopped running RPOs, the read option plays, the other stuff like that, because every injury has been out the pocket, and there's no pocket inside injury. So my whole thing is, but you have to let him play. The thing about the speed thing, since it's ACL, he's actually faster. In 2017, the fastest you've seen him ran was 9 miles per hour. In 2019, he ran 10, and that was only 1 mile per hour difference. But he was actually technically faster in 2019 than he was in 2017. Now, given the fact that could have been because maybe 2019 he ran like a straight 50 yards down the field versus 2017 he didn't get to his full top speed. But based off what we have, he's actually faster.
He might not be as elusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have the same escapability.
Mm-hmm. I think he may not be as elusive.
Yeah.
That shiftiness that requires having good knees. You know what I mean?
Remember that time when we saw plenty of times we used to did a little Houdini, escaped out the little Washington sack that game. I think that was he doesn't have that. I mean, I ain't seen it in quite some time, but it's that's his go-to thing is to try to duck out a receiver.
He also was a swimmer when that worked.
But the thing is, the problem with him this year, if you don't see him take a lot of deep shots, was because the fan base. I feel like he does. He says he doesn't, but I think he does hear some of the outside noise. And I said this to Tone, and I said this to Notion, but Fresh, if you're listening, I mentioned this since the Patrick Mahomes game. When Patrick Mahomes took a 30-yard sack Nowhere in the media did I find anyone talking about what are you doing, Mahomes, stuff like that, because he is capable of making those plays. If Carson Wentz is capable of avoiding 2 sacks and trying to throw the ball deep, yeah, if he misses, he's gonna miss. Patrick Mahomes is gonna miss too. A lot of people think Pat Mahomes is out the MVP race because he threw 2 picks in 1 quarter, right? So my whole thing is, when you have a quarterback who is capable of doing those plays and it doesn't work 100% of the time, you can't be mad at them because they do that. And again, if
Right.
Curry shoots from the
It's
logo
like
and he
Steph Curry. I was
misses,
gonna say it's like Steph Curry. You're right. Yep.
yeah, if Curry
Yep.
misses from the logo, you're not gonna get mad at him because he's capable. He's highly capable of doing that. But one more thing. What was I about to say about the whole Hurts thing? If Hurts goes into Arizona, the game, and we don't run the ball a lot more than we did last game, he's gonna get killed because Matt Pryor. I don't care how fast he is. Matt Pryor is gonna get killed if he plays right tackle. Because if you looked at the Giants,
I'm telling you, he's gonna get destroyed.
If you look at the Giants game,
get lit up.
Daniel Jones is considered a mobile quarterback, isn't he? He's pretty fast. You saw what he did. He's fast.
He got wheels. Yeah,
Mhm.
Jones
He got wheels. He got sacked 5 times, fumbled 3. So my whole thing is,
He's also coming off an injury.
He coming off a hammy. Yeah, that hammy.
Is true. I forgot about that. But my whole point is, if Hurts can't avoid that pressure, the thing about Hurts' game last night or 2 nights ago was, if you look at the defensive end, they did not set the edge at all. Brian Baldinger talked about it. All the people, they did not set the edge well.
Yeah, they didn't do a good job setting the edge. They actually underestimated Jalen
how fast he was.
They underestimated it.
100%. But my whole thing is, I mean, we'll have to see how the season goes out. I don't think 4 games, even if he does miraculously take us to the playoffs, is enough. There's a lot of quarterbacks. What's that one guy for the Niners? I forget his name. He won a Super Bowl with like a 43 completion percentage through like 3 picks the whole playoffs into the Super Bowl, and he somehow won. I forget his name. But my whole point is, I don't see Hurts.
You said with the Niners too, Kev?
Yeah, he won the Niners. Something like, dang, bro, I'm blanking out.
You talking back in the day?
But way back in the day, I think it was 1990 something.
It got to be Joe Montana or
Nah, it was something with his last name started with an F. He was like the worst quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl. It was crazy.
The Niners?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got time to search this up real quick.
Hey, real quick, fellas, I'm gonna give y'all heads what we're gonna do right now, because I know we about the 2 hour and a half mark. I'm gonna unpin the stream link, so we're gonna run through the last people that's in here.
How many we got in here?
Let me see here. I got what we got. The stage is full, so
all right. So let it go. So at least somebody else can get in real fast.
All right, his name was Trent Difford, by the way, for fresh.
Difford.
Oh yeah. That was Baltimore.
Yeah, that's
Baltimore.
Yeah, that was with Baltimore. Yeah. He was bad.
That just threw me off. When you said San Fran, that threw me off.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
I got it mixed up. Yeah, so because the picture that I was looking at earlier, he was in the Niners jersey. But first, we also still got to talk about that Waddle Chase thing. I'm not gonna forget about it. But with all that being said, the Waddle versus Jamar Chase.
Oh, Waddle.
Yeah. I mean, next week. All right, we gonna talk.
All right, have a good one.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.
Already, this big salute to you, bro. All right, so we're gonna let one more person join in if they can, and it looked like somebody already in that thing. So,
man, listen,
this joint is.
All right, I'll take it down. I'm like, yo, this joint be lit. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me take mine down. I almost forgot.
All right, that's a bit. Yeah, fellas, listen. I'm trying to tell y'all, we can make this a 24-hour marathon talking about this stuff, fellas. Because I'm going to tell you right now, we got so many problems. And it's not just, you can't put it on just, the quarterback. You can't put it on just the coach. I mean, there's GM issues. We see this mess all over, gang. And it's one thing that we can't say, though. Listen, Jalen Hurts is bringing a different type of energy right now. He's creating,
and that's what it is. But my thing is, you can give him his flowers right here. You know what I mean? Give him his flowers. Like I like the game, but once again, we seen him only throw for 167, and that's no dispersions on him because the game plan called for him to run a football and get out of trouble. But It's crazy to me. I'm going to see the same people if we had this guy next year and he keep having them kind of stats and we're losing. They're going to be grinding him up, but he's only doing the same thing that y'all was giving him praise for. That's the only problem that I got with a lot of these fans. You know what I mean? That saying he's this and he's that and he's the best things to sliced bread and peanut butter and jelly and all that kind of good stuff. But when you really look at it, I like the kid. I like what he's doing. But I'm not putting the pressure on him to say that he's going to carry this franchise. I'm not putting the pressure on him even to say that he's going to carry us to the playoffs. I don't know. Would I like it to happen? Use damn Skippy. You're damn right. But at the same time, man, when you really look at it, man, I
want Wentz to be the guy that wins the Super Bowl so everybody can shut the hell up.
Yeah,
like
Max.
Everybody shut the hell up, dog. This is getting exhausting, man.
And if he win us a Super Bowl, bro, that'll be the most, like, with everything that he went through, that'll be the most it'd be a sight to see, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. Because I'm not even gonna lie. Like, that's why I wanted to see us go to the playoffs this year, and I wanted to see him in the playoffs last year. I don't care that we won the NFC East. I don't give a damn about none of that. A quarterback does not win in his first playoff appearance. Now, the guy that he was just talking about, that was different, you know, and I think that was 2000 rate.
It was.
You know that defense is top 5 all time.
And they had Shannon Sharp at tight end.
You know that defense is top 5 all time. Like that defense can't. That's why Trent Dilfer can do things like that. That's why he on. No, I think ESPN fired him, but that's why he was on ESPN dropping dimes and all whatever, dime Dilfer or whatever the hell he was calling himself. Yeah, because of the fact that defense, Ray Lewis and all them. Yo, you want to talk about ferocious, man? Man.
Hey, real quick, we're gonna bring on real quick just to be out of quick order. I got Rick on coming next, and then it looked like I got Trey, and then Carson's thoughts, and then I still got like 4 other people backstage. Y'all just hold on there. We're gonna try to get to y'all as soon as we can.
Hold on. Where
you pull up from? No. I need to know. You said you got how many people coming up?
It looked like we got the backstage is full, so we got 600 people back there. Yeah, so we're gonna bring on Rick first.
We can't see backstage, only he can. Hey, yo, but where is dudes like Solo Bolo, dudes like Kevin and all them dudes that's talking spicy? Why y'all don't come up here? I see y'all chatting. You don't gotta put your.
We trying to get a stage for it. For real.
Like even Chris P. I agree with everything you said, but I would like you to come on here and to say what you gotta say, man.
Hey, you already know. Y'all heard it from the general. Call in. Y'all know what the link's there for. He want it all. All the smoke. We want it all.
Yeah, they can't
already. Hey, Rick, big salute to you. You on it hot, bro.
What's up?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Yo, that.
First off, I want to say don't buy into Jalen Hurts that much, man. There's no slight to him, but I'm an Alabama fan, so I watched him when he was a rookie and everything else. First off, he played for Alabama, the top team every fucking year. So, he played for Alabama. Secondly, we forget what squad he had on Alabama his rookie year. He had Henry Ruggs, Josh Jacobs, Calvin Ridley, Jerry Jeudy. People don't remember that. And you know why he got benched for Tua? Because during the championship game, they made him throw, and people found out he was inaccurate. He couldn't throw like that. He depends on his legs so much, and people don't want to talk about that because they see the new toy and they want to fall in love with it. But if you actually follow him through college, he got benched because he couldn't do it if you force him to throw like that. He just can't do it. And then when he went to Oklahoma, he had CeeDee Lamb. So he never had to play with like bad wide receivers and stuff like that. He always had the silver spoon in his mouth. And again, that's nothing on him because we shouldn't even drafted him. He should have went somewhere else.
I agree with that.
So
right, we should have never drafted him.
I got a question for you, and I agree with that too. But Can you teach Jalen Hurts how to throw? I mean, he's now in the NFL. He's now, and I ain't gonna say our quarterback coaches is top par because I've got questions on those too. But is that something? Can that be worked into Jalen Hurts? Like we haven't seen it.
Yeah. It can. It would be him having to stay. Real fast, Rick. Before you answer, I think when he went to Oklahoma, we seen and I know he has CD Lamb. I understand. I get it. I understand. But still, I still think that he threw the ball better.
He did. Yeah, he did.
And not only that, can his coaching staff develop him to throw the football? Because
I was just about to get into that. I was just about to say that.
Because you're saying about his not rookie, but freshman year. You're saying about his freshman year, but we're years past that. We seen in that time that you was just saying. We seen Carson Wentz go from that guy down. So you can also go up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's one thing I've been thinking because I don't know what he looks like on a bad team. I just don't know what he fully looks like on a bad team because his college years, he always was on a good team. We don't know what he looks like when the pressure gets put on him all the way. We don't know.
I mean, you kind of seeing it Sunday.
If we're being honest, we don't know. If we're being honest, we don't know what Patrick Mahomes are like when the pressure's really on.
Yeah, I always say that too. I always say we don't know what Patrick Mahomes really looked like because he was put in the perfect situation. So we just don't know.
Listen, they gave him $500 million. We're gonna find out.
Yeah. But if I was Carson, I say either send me to Indy or send me to Bill. Tell you the truth. So you requesting a trade? I ain't gonna lie to you because I don't think as long as Howie and Doug here, nothing's gonna get fixed. It's gonna be the same. And I feel sorry for Jalen Hurts because if they choose Jalen over Carson, that means that them two are staying. And I feel sorry because he's gonna have to go through the same stuff Carson went through. And then they're gonna probably draft somebody else thinking that he's not it.
Hey, Chris Ward, what did I say about Carson? Like, what are you talking about? I said nothing about Carson.
Was a comment or something about?
Yeah. Chris Ward said, "Good question, Notion. Stop acting like hurt. Unless he like back there. I don't. Some people be coming in alive and then they
can't get better.
So I don't know exactly what you're talking about. But anything that I set up on this platform right now was facts. So you stop it. Go ahead.
Hey, listen. Hey, and we already know that, a lot of the things that you saw from Jalen Hurts in college, I get it. There's questions on why he did get benched for Tua and all that. But at the same time, and of course he had loaded receivers, which we don't have here in Philly. But I'm going to tell you what, hey, if Jalen Hurts can continue to, learn his craft and be open-minded, I mean, I think that he's got enough talent. We've seen it so far already that if he learns the small things, he can be very successful in this league. My concern for Jalen is all these design quarterback runs that we're doing. Eventually, hey, it is what it is. We got him running directly into the defense. I think that's a problem.
Yeah, and also we have to see what he's like in the pocket and everything else because once they figure you out, there's nothing you can do. Like Philly Fresh said, look what they did to Lamar. They figured him out, and then he's nothing like his MVP year. So we gotta take all that into account.
Hey, and real quick, Rick. Hey, listen, we're gonna try to get some other people rocking through here, bro. You already know you more than welcome anytime on this channel. And listen, we appreciate the love, Notion gang.
All right, y'all be easy.
All right, yo, that.
Yes, sir. All right, fellas. Next on, we got my guy Trey coming in hot. Yes, sir. And then after that, it looked like we got Carson's thoughts. So I'm gonna try to rock through the order as we go. So my guy Trey. Yes, sir.
Yo, what it is, shorty, yeah, man. I'm coming straight out of Baltimore, yeah, man. You know how we get down.
What's going on?
Man. I ain't no Baltimore fan. You know who I rock with all day, every day. You feel what I'm saying? My father been telling me I'm a trader. I ain't no goddamn trader. I've been liking the Eagles since I was fucking 3 years old, nigga. I couldn't even speak. You feel me? Straight up, yeah. My uncle put me on to that team, yo, real shit. But yo, I got to rock with y'all, yo. Like, I really appreciate y'all, yo, because y'all really let everybody get their opinions out. You feel what I'm saying? I really got to let y'all know, you feel me? And y'all let people take their time with it. So I appreciate y'all for that. You feel what I'm saying? It was a long wait, but it was worth the wait because I got to hear a lot of opinions and I got to hear a lot of stuff I didn't like, but I heard a lot of stuff I did like too. You feel what I'm saying? So we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. You feel me? But
you got the mic.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? The first thing I want to get into is the receivers, bro. You know what I mean? We got Travis Fulgham over here, you know what I mean, who stepped in looking like he could be a number one receiver. You take him away from Carson Wentz. You know what I mean? That's number one. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't finished making my points yet. Y'all just got to bear with me real quick. You know what I mean? Number two. I agree 100%. We should be running Miles Sanders like they running Saquon Barkley. You heard what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he injured right now, but before he got injured, they was running him like a dog. You feel what I'm saying? And the way Carson Wentz been getting hit back there, that's the only reason why I say that. You run him like that until Carson Wentz catch a rhythm because like you said, like I said, man, I'm from here. You feel what I'm saying? So you feel what I'm saying? The biggest game for me this season was Philly and Baltimore, bro. I'm trying to tell you. So I was hurt when we lost that game. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? Like you seen Miles Sanders breaking, you feel what I'm saying, touchdowns with against the Steelers, against Baltimore. He was getting out of it. He was getting jiggy. So I don't want to hear that. You feel what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts come in and Miles Sanders. No, he been doing that. You not running him at all. And for Carson Wentz to be getting hit 144 times and you ran the ball 189 times, that is a problem. I'm sorry. We got to call your mama on that one. Because, you know what I mean, somebody ain't reading school. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody ain't reading school. You feel what I'm saying? And then I want to make my third point. I'm still not finished. My third point is the defense, bro. Yeah, last game they shut them down for the first half. You feel what I'm saying? That's correct. Our defense get it together in the second half usually. This half, they let them points up in the second half. See, the difference between the difference between Jalen Hurts and Carson Wentz was Jalen Hurts couldn't get it done in the second half. Carson Wentz gets it done in the second half no matter what. You feel what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts, he got to play with the lead. That's all I'm saying. Like, everybody forgetting. Carson Wentz, we played against that Ravens defense. They got Marlon. They was healthy at that time. Marlon Humphrey, Calais Camp, man was dogging him when he was calling his own plays. When he had to stand up there and call his own plays when we was in a rush 24/7. Look at what he did. That was 2017 Carson Wentz at the helm against the Steelers. Same thing at the helm. Look at the game, shorty. I'm trying to tell you. And I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all. And I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go ahead and talk after that. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's the point I want to make.
Hey, listen, I ain't got. Hey, listen, you, bro. Hey,
yo. I'm looking at my studio right now. I gotta get a fire hydrant in here.
Hey, it's hot, bro.
Yo, my man just laid it out, fire, man.
Laid it out. You laid it out.
Hey, you man, I'll counter to you real quick, Trey, because I'm gonna tell you what, everything you just kicked right now. Hey, bro, this is clearly again. We ain't using the talent right here, bro. Like it's a shame.
Wentz know how to use them.
I'm gonna tell you right now too. Like you said, how we're not using Miles Sanders. We invested, what is it, a second round pick of Miles Sanders?
Yeah. Right.
We don't run him enough.
Miles Sanders had 2 big runs early in the year, 70+ yards. Like you said, he been doing this. All you got to do is feed the man, feed him.
Get him in the
Browns game, bruh. That first drive, we ran it more than we did all game. Like, my thing is, that first drive, we was running the ball. Sure, he fumbled, but you get the ball back to him and you run it back, kid. You know what I'm saying? You keep that pushing. They could not stop us from running the ball. They couldn't.
No. Confidence.
Like the Green Bay game, you start Carson off throwing the ball 3 straight times.
On first and 5.
Hold on, wait. Off a penalty. We had a first and 5.
That's what I'm saying, man. And that's what I want everybody to realize. Is Carson was having a bad year, yes. But it happened.
Yeah, I agree.
But Doug Peterson is having a worse year to me. He's still even last week with the W, he's still having head scratching calls. Like, dude, why are you going for for fourth down and you up by a touchdown. Like I don't like, man. I don't get it.
You
man.
exactly
Real
right
quick,
on
shout
that
out to
one,
my
right?
guy
But see,
Edwin. Real quick, $2 shout out. Jalen Hurts is Tim Tebow. Yeah.
But see, see, the
I ain't
thing
gonna say
is,
that.
I think Jalen Hurts better than Tim Tebow. I'm not gonna take nothing away from the young man because the young man's still a young man. He did win a game for us. I'm an Eagles fan first at the end of the day. He won a game for us and he did it. We was looking for a win. He got it done. Shout out to Jalen Hurts for that. You feel what I'm saying? Give him all the credit to him. You feel what I'm saying? Thank you for winning this game. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not taking nothing away from you this game. You feel what I'm saying? At all. You feel what I'm saying? The defense came through. You came through. You feel what I'm saying? Thank you, Jalen Hurts. So we not going to talk about, you feel what I'm saying, what Jalen Hurts did wrong this game because at the end of the day, it don't matter what you did wrong when you get the W. That's what my mother taught. I don't care if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning. You know what I mean? They better watch the Fast and Furious, shorty. You know what I mean? Straight up. So but at the end of the day, you feel what I'm saying? Like you gotta look at it like this. You feel me? Like the thing is, everybody want to blame Doug, and don't get me wrong, Doug got to hold a lot of blame. But as a man, at the end of the day, you got to think about it. As a man, at the end of the day, if another man try to grab you by your balls, I'm sorry, shorty, Philly, you from the hood, baby. You know what I mean? You look at Doug Peterson at every press conference. He looked like he want to say something, you feel what I'm saying, but he not, you feel what I'm saying? And it feel like to me, Doug is being handicapped in a lot of different ways. I don't think Doug wants to call the plays, to be completely honest with you. I do not think Doug wants to call the plays because in 2017, he did not have a problem on third down, letting 3rd and 17, 3rd and 15. He did not have a problem letting Frank Wright call them plays at all. Doug Peterson, he is a player's coach at the end of the day. So he just want all the players happy. So at the end of the day, you give him his staff, you feel what I'm saying? His staff get the best person for Carson Wentz.
His staff,
you feel what I'm saying? Okay, but you let him pick new guys. You feel what I'm saying? You don't let no guys pick him for him. You let him pick his own guys. I feel like if you let Doug be Doug and don't, you feel what I'm saying? I'm not taking nothing away from
Trey. So Trey. Stick with me right here. Stick with me. Okay. I feel what you say. You said pick his own guys and all that. And I do feel as though Doug is being treated unfairly on that point. I said that multiple times. I'm not a person that's going to grind somebody up and just keep grinding and not look at the other side of things. I play devil's advocate. I do look at both sides on all situations. You just got to, people just got to look at all the videos and everything that I say.
Right.
And
I look at you a lot.
No, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about a lot of people. They be saying that I take this side, I take that side. I have no side. I'm this what I rock. This what I
we Eagles. We Eagles. So I feel you. You passionate. That's all that is.
But I want you to listen to me real fast. So if Doug goes and they fire Richie Rich and all them other dudes that they brought in, right? And he keeps this guy Carson Walsh and he goes and gets whatever guys that he wants. Do you still want Carson Wentz on the team, knowing that Doug is still the coach?
I do.
So you think them two people was this?
The thing is, look at game 1 of the season. Them two was on point. The game 1 of the season. I mean, like, look at the first half of this game. That first game, them two, that first half of that game, them two, you couldn't bring nobody closer. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think it's their personal relationship. I think it's just the fact that we not winning. So everybody want to get it to where as though everybody want to make it a personal thing. I don't think that it's a personal thing. I just think that it's a thing to where as though if you take Howie out the situation, we get a new GM. I feel like the thing will be. I feel like it will be a different thing. I feel like it's Howie, bro. Just because of the fact that you the one who drafted these players, I doubt that highly in my mind, in my heart and soul, in your heart and soul, and everybody's heart and soul, you think Doug Peterson wanted Jalen Hurts.
Yo, they said the scouts.
I don't know, bro. Did you see when they drafted him? How happy
he was a little giddy, bro.
Trey, they said we wanted Jeremy Chin. And they
Jim
And
Jim Schwartz, supposedly Jim Schwartz said he wanted Jeremy Chin, and I'm cool with that because Jeremy Chin got 4 touchdowns. That's more than any of our wide receivers. Do you know that?
Right,
do you know Jeremy Chin got 4 touchdowns? It's more than any of our wide receivers, bro. Just think about that. Think about that.
On defense. On defense.
Our receivers. What the world?
Hey.
Somebody calling me, bro. No, they not.
Hey Trey.
Yo, no, they not trying to call me right now. Oh man.
Hey Trey. Anytime you want to come up, man, you come up. You
already know, bro.
Yo, you brought that.
All right,
heat,
my bad.
Bro. We appreciate you, man. Seriously, man, you brought that heat, man. Anytime you want to come up, you already know we doing this thing weekly. Stop on by.
You already know, bro. And we appreciate you for do this thing.
Hey, yo, it's crazy that I didn't even know he was gonna bring that heat. Son just told me my main man looked like he ready for war. He got the brains.
He ready. He ready though.
I'm like, hold. Let me see what this kid. Because I never talked to him before. So when people come to me before, I let him go. You know what I mean? And man, when I say he brought it, man. That's another be more guy, man. That I bang with right now, man. Shout out to my other guy, Be More Philly. I see you in the chat. He going at it with
I see Be More going at it. He over there kicking them facts.
He going at it with people in the chat.
Be More ain't gonna play with y'all. We need to get Be More on up in here. He gonna let it be known. I already know.
Yeah.
All right, real quick, fellas. We got a couple more we're gonna rock through. I'm gonna bring on. It looked like Midnight Black. Mel, and then I'm gonna finish it off with it. Look like I got Eagle body bags in this thing. I don't know, but we about to find out. All right, Midnight Black, you on? Yes, sir. Thank you for holding on in there. Hey,
y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yo that.
Sorry, it's my first time. Shout out y'all first of all. So I just want to say first off, this season's been a big mess.
Yeah.
You talking about dysfunction? This might be a bigger dysfunction.
A Bounty couldn't pick up this mess, bro.
I think bigger than Alshon is bigger than the Lando Scandrick thing. We're gonna see this offseason. I think we're gonna see a whole bunch of reports come out about that locker room. I think
it's gonna be rough. Fans
will be really divided when what we hear about coming out of that locker room this offseason. It's going to be a lot. So, second thing I want to bring up is Travis Fulgham. I feel Doug is ruining him more than Alshon. I don't think Alshon has an impact on Travis. Like there was one thing that I paid attention to that caught me off guard. So I think it was after the Cleveland game or a week after that. There was a question about Travis Fulgham. And Doug was kind of snarky, I guess, throw some shade his way. Say, hey, if Travis Fulgham wants to be an elite receiver, he needs to do this and that. And then after that comment, Fulgham just pretty much disappeared from that offense. So to me, I feel like maybe there's something going on behind the scenes with Doug and Travis. That's just me. I don't know.
But Travis strikes me as such a low-key guy, right? Like he's striking me as the humble beast type. So like I just don't understand. And that's my thing. Like I feel like Doug hates the media, and he's at a point now where they make him uncomfortable, right? And he knows he's getting tired of that question about Travis Fulgham. And at that point, he said what he said, but I'm not discounting the fact that a lot of dysfunction is going on behind the scenes because there's no way Travis Fulgham does what he does, puts up over almost 500 yards in 5 games. And you mean to tell me all of a sudden he's just not a part of the offense? I put that on Doug 150%. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we also do, believe that we don't believe Doug is the only one making roster decisions or who plays on the field. So at that point, it's like, is it how we trying to validate the money he gets? See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, and this is how I know because how we paid these guys, right? How we paid Alshon, how we paid guys like Jason Peters, you know what I'm saying? And he needs to validate his signings. So it doesn't look like he wasted money. And then because you know what happens? Doug is the one that probably who found Travis. And then when Doug put him on the field, Doug gets the credit. And at that point, it's like, oh no. Alshon back in because remember, Fresh, they never took him on. They never put him on IR. He was active the whole time.
I'm gonna say he was taking up the whole active spot. The whole.
Yo, listen,
We could have
bro.
had Foles a long
said
time
that.
ago.
I said that so many times. I said it, and look at the people that we lost. We lost guys like Claypool. You know, not Claypool. I'm sorry. The defensive end. I can't remember his name, man. The defensive end that we drafted. We got rid of him.
You talking about Sharif Miller?
No, the defensive end.
Oh,
Tuhill. Yeah.
I like him, bro.
Yeah. Tuhill. Your guys, Notion, the guy that they keep playing with.
Hey, I already know they playing games with killers.
You know what I mean? With like killings. And now Travis Fulgham and Hightower. I mean, they're still on the roster. But yet and still, they're not getting snaps or they're not dressing.
Another one, J.J. Whiteside. You know what I'm saying? Like how he drafted him. I'm pretty sure the team wanted other people.
Yeah. It's no way. Like I'm gonna give Doug the benefit as much as I grind Doug up. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he knows that there's no way J.J. Whiteside, Jason Peters, and Alshon Jeffrey should be touching the damn field at all over all this young talent. That's a problem. Until we get a coach that's going to and maybe he doesn't have the cachet, even though he won a Super Bowl. Maybe
Think about Jake Elliott too. Howie Roseman paid him.
Yeah, but Jake Elliott, and I tried to get it on my last video. I hope y'all go watch that.
Jake Elliott, it's that time, fellas. It's that time to. Hey, we getting a new kicker up in here next year. I'm gonna tell you that.
But what they paid him, you can't just let $10 million go for a kicker.
It's how much
I wouldn't have paid him. I wouldn't have paid him.
Oh, that's right. We did.
They didn't have
bag
to.
offer.
Yeah, we paid him. Yeah, we paid him. That's why he's still. I ain't got no problem with Jake Elliott being here. I mean, I got a problem with how he's playing. But I get it.
You can clearly tell Doug don't trust him either. That's why we seeing a lot of these fourth downs on some situation. He ain't got no trust in Jake.
Yeah, but my thing is, are you messing with his mental by going for these fourth down and not letting him kick the football?
Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yeah, on that one, yeah, I give you that. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, Midnight. Hey, yeah.
Any final thoughts, man?
Oh yeah, I do. Just to continue on, and it's going to lead to my final point. Now, I don't want to rant about this player because I can go on and on about him. I agree with Alshon, and I agree with Jason Peters. Philly Fresh. It was funny because I watch your videos almost all the time. You called it about Jason Peters. You called it like exactly what you said happened. It happened.
Yeah. So. I told him don't bend the knee. Do not bend the knee and give this guy $10 million. You ended up doing it, and what does he do now? Now my toe hurts. And
he still got that bag though.
Exactly, but that's what I said. That's why terrible, I said that's why I said why the hell are you bending the knee to this dude and paying him? And shout out to my guys, man. Try to get my email address. Yeah, I did. Hey, Eric, I got you. Are you the one that won? If you're the one that won, that gift card is on the way to you. Shout out, hit it on the nose on a Jalen Hurts. But shout out to Philly Talk Podcast. Shout out to Philly 500. Shout out to LB. Shout out to Joey Shakes that was on here. Also, shout out to my guy Gate City. I told them when we did the round table, I told them you cannot bend the knee for Mr. Jason Peters. But I knew it was going to happen. In the back of my mind, I already know this dude sipping frappuccinos with Jeffrey Lurie and all that kind of stuff and asking what size his kids wear so he can go holiday shopping for them and all that. And they that tight. So I knew that. But at the same time, when you really look at it, why in the hell is you paying this dude for what? This dude just robbed us. When you want to talk about the Philadelphia
highway style, bro,
we just got robbed for $10 million. We just got robbed. What did he do? And then when he was out there, you put him at left tackle, he was a turnstile. You put him at right guard, he was freaking buns. This dude stinks. And if you try to bring him back next year, I swear I am not going to make another video. I'm not making another video. Seriously.
They was dumb for not putting it in his contract that he should have gave some money back. Because that was ridiculous, bro. He straight robbed the bank. There was nothing, I'm sure, written in that contract that if you don't, if you don't make this, play up to this standard, you got to give some of that money back because this is ridiculous.
And Notion, you want to know what's crazy? This is the only player in Eagles history, and Black. I want you to follow me on this one. Oh, tone back. So I want you to follow. I want all of y'all to follow me on this one. Check this out. Do you know Jason Peters is the only player to get his whole $100 million contract? See, we saying that Carson Wentz is a $100 million man, but he has not got that $100 million yet.
Yeah.
When I say that Jason Peters was the only Eagle to get $100 million. McNabb didn't do it. Michael Vick got out of here before they had to pay him his $100 million. Carson Wentz didn't do it yet. Fletcher Cox hasn't done it yet. Jason Peters has $100 million that you got paid, and you still want to tax this franchise after you look like that? Come on, man. It's a freaking shame. And then you took away from Jordan. First of all, you did Dillard dirty last year. Or that Dallas game when you send him over there to the right side to get barbecue chicken.
DeMarcus Lawrence got him killed.
Getting killed. And then what you do? Because you knew Lane Johnson was coming back. Or if they need me to go to the right side, I guess I'll go to the right. Shut your dumb ass up. And then this year, you did the same freaking thing. I'm gonna go to the I'm gonna stay on the left side, even though you freaking barbecue chicken. When the man, your predecessor is out there looking way better than you, way better. Come on, man! Like this organization is failing the quarterback every single like, and I'm not even just saying Carson Wentz now because obviously we got a different quarterback, but they're still failing. Alshon Jeffrey, I don't care that he caught a touchdown pass last week. He should not be on the freaking field. J.J. Whiteside, go to the I don't even want you on the practice squad. Go to the developing squad, whatever that's at. Put your ass back to college.
No.
Straight up. Like seriously, man. This shit, this stuff gotta stop, bro. It gotta stop.
That's where I kind of agree. I don't think JJ's buns. Like you talking about utilization of players. I haven't seen anything JJ done in college on the field. JJ was a contested catch receiver, led the NCAA in contested catches by a wide margin. That's who he is. Red zone nightmare. I had some people tell me he was the best red zone receiver in college at the time. Where are the red zone packages for him? I don't want to see Alshon taking red zone snaps away from JJ. If you want to start somewhere with JJ, at least have him do red zone. The very least.
Black, but you know what we're really mad at? We all know what we're really mad at, Black. You took him over DK Metcalf. That's really
but that's on Howie.
I mean, No, I get you. I understand. But that's really what we mad at, bro. There's no way that you look at. I don't care about red zone. I don't care about none of that. There's no way that you look at.
I know. I'm saying we should have gotten Metcalf, but I'm saying like JJ's here now is just saying like what can he be good for, and just going back to college, he's good mostly for red zone. He's not a guy that does anything like on the open field. So I was just saying that start from there. That's the problem. Carson Walsh was probably the worst thing that can happen to him. My bearish opinion on JJ, even though I'm high on him, is that he may be broken. Like, it doesn't matter what happens after, he may be broken. I feel like everything that happened his rookie year just took a toll, and he's not going to do anything, pretty much obsolete. Because he was asked to play the X, play the Z, play the slot.
Yeah,
and JJ's a natural X.
I give you that. I definitely give you that. Like,
so and plus, given the fact he was pretty much playing one foot the whole season, it's just I just think he gets a bad rap for coaching mistakes. But that's just me.
So I feel you think if he was on another team, I was high on JJ at first when we drafted him. I was high on JJ at first. I'm not gonna lie, because like I did my research on him, and when like you said, he was the best. He was the best contested catcher by a wide margin. Like it was clear. And I was like, okay, like you can't fake that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you can't fake that. You just can't. So at that point, we draft him, and it seems like we just didn't put him in enough situations, in my opinion, to find out what he can do. And I agree with you. I feel like if anything, when you drafted him, you put him in red zone situations because we were getting to the red zone a lot more than we are now. So it's like, you put him in red zone situations, find out what he can do, throw the ball up, make, Find out, put him in a situation to do what he was known to do.
He was successful at doing.
Right. And that's my biggest problem with this coaching staff. We have not done right by athletes in terms of putting them in the best. Like we draft them for a reason, and then we don't, and then we don't. Then that's not the reason why we use them. You know what I mean? Like we draft guys for a purpose and don't use them for that purpose.
Like, but
it's
here's
weird.
the thing. I do agree with, like, if we got a McLaurin or got a Metcalf, they would have been more productive, but not as what they are with their teams. They wouldn't be like 900,000 yards receiver. They'll make it like 600 because you got to look at the situation. You know, here, like we still don't know how to use any of our receivers. We haven't learned our lesson from last year. We got rid of Grow. We got rid of Walsh. Still stuck in the same situation now. And there's really only one person you can go back to.
So, fact,
hey, bro, I appreciate all the facts you brought again. Hey, listen, any last final thoughts?
Or any last question you want to ask somebody? Anything, man?
Yeah.
Oh, one more. Would y'all rather us go to the playoffs or get a high draft pick?
I'm a competitive guy, so I'm always for winning. I don't like tanking,
and it don't matter what draft pick we get as long as Howie is drafting. So I don't give a damn about that.
Hey, you already know I'm behind Fresh on that. Also, listen, I'm about making the playoffs. Hopefully, it don't matter what draft pick we get because if Howie and company still running this shit, we gonna botch it anyway. So listen, we might as well go and shoot for the playoffs if we got an opportunity, my guy. That's how I feel.
All right. Yeah, that's all I got. Thank y'all.
Hey, man, you already know. You know the fucking anytime. We're going to catch you on the next one. Notion Gang, salute.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Yes, sir. All right, gang. So next we got Mel, and then we finish it off with Eagle body bags. So let's go and bring Mel into this thing. Yes, sir. What's going on, Mel?
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yo that.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for having me on a couple of weeks ago. I forgot which game it was, but I just remember I was super emotional that night. Said some bad things about a couple players. So, with that being said,
it happens, my brother. It happens.
You already know. I'm sure we all have said some bad things about some of these players on this team.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we should rock with Jalen Hurts, but if we do that, I think we got to rock with the rest of our young talent. Like at this point, we gotta ask ourselves, like, what are we playing for? Like, if we get to the playoffs, first off, I think every win we get, we have to sacrifice at least two players. Like at least two players have to get injured in order for us to win a game. Either on offense, defense, somebody has got to go. So we force ourselves into playoffs, and we have a decimated team. What's the point? It's not like we're gonna go to the Super Bowl. Our Super Bowl window is closed. Like there's no point at this point in the season. So I think we should just develop as much talent as we can. Put the veterans on the sideline, like you said. Alshon Jeffrey, goodbye. Jason Peters, goodbye. Like let's get Travis Fulgham out on the field more. Let's get John Hightower out on the field more. Let's just see what we got with the young pieces.
I want to see what Quez Watkins has, man. Like, I really want to see that.
I do too. I think
he's been healthy scratched for weeks. I mean, there's been games he's been a healthy scratch. It ain't even nothing wrong with him. We just ain't playing him.
We just not playing him. Like, I just want to see what we have. Like, let's see if Dallas Goedert can get to that all-pro level of production for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Hightower wasn't Hightower a healthy scratch last week? He was a healthy scratch, I believe.
Hold on, real fast on the Dallas Goedert thing. I need Zach Ertz to be out there. I need Zach Ertz to be out there because I need him to have trade value. You know what I mean? I need him to show out these last 3 weeks.
But if he gets injured again, how will that make him tradable? Like,
it depends on what the injury is. It depends on if he's balling when the injury happens. I mean, it's a lot
That's
of
what
things.
I'm saying, man. It's just too many question marks. Way too many question marks.
Too many question marks, but I still want to trade Zach Ertz.
So we gotta get the value back up. We gotta get that value back up.
I need people to understand that he still might be a top 3 tight end, which he probably isn't anymore. But he might
at this point he a top 5, top 6. Like
yeah, I give you that.
I don't know. I think he's at least a valuable piece on a contending team.
Definitely.
Yeah,
at least.
Most definitely.
At least. So like I think other teams know his trade value by now. I think they see what's been going
I think
on.
somebody like the Cardinals would love to have a Zach Ertz.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Definitely, definitely.
Kyler Murray.
Yeah. I think somebody like the Cardinals. I think somebody even the Bills. You think the Bills wouldn't like to have Zach Ertz?
Josh Allen would love to have him. Yeah.
Yeah. And we already got a couple of
the
young
Bears
pieces at our at the tight end spot on our team that still need to be developed. Like, what are we gonna do at this point? Are we gonna keep the old guys out just to get injured?
I'm packaging Carson Wentz and Zach Ertz to the Colts.
To the Colts? I like that.
Could you imagine that?
That'd be the most expensive trade in NFL history.
And I think you could pull off that package deal. That deal. Hey, listen. Hey, send Carson and his security blanket together. That's all I'm saying. You got to get max value for that. I'm saying. So
exactly. I think Carson just needs to be around veteran players. I was against us drafting a wide receiver in the first place. I thought we should have gotten one either through trade or free agency. Like, there was multiple options last year. DeAndre Hopkins, Diggs. Like, I think he needs somebody who's like, who can come up to him and be like, "Hey, Carson, throw the ball to me on this out. Throw the ball to me here." Like, he doesn't have anybody on the team like that. He has a bunch of young receivers still learning the game. And then Alshon Jeffrey can't stay in the game. Deshaun Jackson can't stay in the game. So he has to be Carson. Like, it's like I equate it to LeBron. Like, what year was it? The year he came back 3-1. That wasn't a bum team, but they just weren't like all-stars anymore. But it was still a veteran team. Amon Shumpert, J.R. Smith, those were guys who had experience playing basketball. Same thing with Carson. He just needs guys who have experience playing professional football around him. And at this point, it's not a lot of guys on the team like that. So I think the best option for us to go is to rock with Jalen Hurts. I think going into the offseason, we should focus on building this offense around Miles Sanders. Like, we have to help him get to that level of being an all-pro running back. Like, I just blanked.
He has the skill set, in my opinion.
He has a skill set. Yeah, he just needs
a Christian McCaffrey type, Alvin Kamara type.
We got to beef up the O-line, man. Like, beef up the O-line.
And he's stronger than what people think. Like, he's not afraid to get physical and get the fight for those extra yards. You know, he got to clean up the fumbles here and there.
I say his hands. He got to work on them hands, though.
Man, he's not catching in. Like, this year, I'm gonna give him a break because last year he was catching balls left and right. Like, you know, this year I'm gonna give him a little break. Everyone's been off the. Yeah, I know. But like, everybody,
I get you. Go bro.
Everybody been, you know, off the wagon this year. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like Miles Sanders, like he can catch. I feel like we're gonna put him in enough situations to really utilize him. Like, I feel like Miles Sanders should be, you know, lined up in the wide receiver spot sometimes. You know, in the slot.
He should be used like Brian Dawkins. Like,
Westbrook. Yeah, like, I know what you mean.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
I got you with the save. I got you.
Yeah. Thank you. But what was I gonna say? What do y'all think about the way we designed our runs last game compared to how we were doing with Carson? Because
they were designed way better this game. They ran a lot more zone run schemes.
Run schemes, triple options.
Reverse. You see a reverse?
Yeah, they doing double
all year.
It was way more creativity with the old lineman, all that.
But let me tell you something, though, fellas. And listen, we saw a lot more creativity, right? But I'm gonna tell you what. Well, we would have saw the same creativity with Carson. Honestly, Jalen made these plays. He made the defense respect his run. That's what they did. He made them do that because, again,
what got to do with the play calling?
I'm saying with the play calling, we saw a lot more creativity. But whenever Carson was in the game, Doug never got that established and going because our offense was stagnant. We couldn't do nothing with it. But at the same time, Jalen, hey, listen, yes, he ran the ball 18 times. How many of those were actually scripted runs? I don't know. I assure you, it probably wasn't more. It wasn't maybe 8, 9 of them. Maybe he's freestyled the rest, in my opinion. But at the same time, listen, when Carson's in the game, our run dynamic is stale. That's what, and when Jalen's in,
that's because we don't run it enough. We've seen. Let's be honest. Like Miles Sanders didn't just start breaking 80-yard runs when Jalen Hurts got there. Like he broke them multiple times when Wentz was in there. But the problem is, in my opinion, Doug Peterson. No, I understand that Wentz isn't as elusive as he used to be, but I know for a fact you can run damn near all those same plays with Carson and get him out the pocket, and still get the running game going. We've seen it. I honestly just feel like Doug Peterson was stubborn all year. And then he finally, got the heat, puts his ass. And then at that point, he put in Hurts to try to save his job right now because he hearing the rumblings. But I just feel like I understand Jalen Hurts' legs is an element. You cannot remove that element at the end of the day. Him being able to do what he can do with his legs is a huge caveat that we just cannot remove from the equation. So Doug is going to draw plays knowing that information. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he knows what he can do, so he's going to draw plays based on that. But my thing is, Carson is in my opinion, he's a better thrower. He's just having a bad year. Carson is a better thrower of the football. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a better overall quarterback than Jalen Hurts. That's not a question in my opinion. I just feel like, Carson got court slipping this year, and it is what it is. And, drafting Hurts didn't help, but the bottom line is, I feel like a lot of those plays that Peterson did, if you run the ball more with Wentz, I'm telling you, we're in we win most of these games because he's struggling. If that's my whole thing. That's my biggest problem.
So my question would be, who are we running it with Carson?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I mean, okay, I guess my question is, throughout Doug's entire time, right? He doesn't lean on his running backs to feed him. It's always been rotation, right?
That's not true. 2017, he fed the after we grinded him up about the Kansas City game where Garrett Blunt did not get a freaking touch. After that, he started running the football. He's like LeGarrette Blunt went,
but it was with Jay Ajayi though, is what I'm saying. And Corey
Clement until after the fact. We didn't trade for Jay Ajayi until maybe like week what? Like week
we
didn't get him to week 5.
Okay, week 5.
I think the Denver game. It was a game before the Denver game. Was his first game. You know what I mean? But still, when you look at it, we was running the football.
That's what I'm saying, but they won't feed Miles like that.
I think anybody that watch our games can say. I think anybody that watch our games can say we don't run the ball enough, and I think anybody can say if Carson Wentz is struggling this bad with accuracy or whatever it may be, whatever he's struggling.
Nobody need to ask me anything. If you want to ask me, you can ask me. Nobody need to ask me anything. Chris,
what is it?
No, he said as fully fresh would he trade Wentz if it was Wentz last year on the contract. Like, I don't understand what you're saying. The reason I'm saying trade Wentz is because obviously he's not respected here. People want to jump ship. People see this new toy, and you want to pause, but you want to play with the new toy. You see the new shiny thing, and you like that's it. That I don't want to play with that anymore. You know what I mean? Because it's having one bad year. And I see y'all in the comments. And I understand. You feel some type of way. Well, I really don't understand. You feel some type of way about Carson Wentz and all that, but everything around him is not in. Can we talk about this real fast? We're about to go into another game. This is week what? 14? This week 14?
15. I believe, is it?
I don't even know. Man.
Bro, I know we got 3 games left. I'll tell you that. We got 3 games left.
Yeah, we got 3 games left. In week 15, we're about to go into our 13th different offensive line. Think about that. All the things that we have been talking about the coaching not putting the best players out there on the field, about talking about of Fulgham basically not being benched. But how in the hell? Like, it is no organization other than the Philadelphia Eagles that will have a guy have that kind of impact. Do you know on fantasy football? I don't know if all of y'all play fantasy, but I got Fulgham off the wire after he did what he did with the 49ers, right?
I did too.
Every week, his prohibited points was going up. They go up to 10, then they up to 11, then they up to 13. Then one time they was up to like 17. You want to know where they at now? Two. And you want to know why? This organization is failing him. Just like they failing Carson Wentz, just like they're failing Miles Sanders, because you don't give these guys an opportunity to flourish. If Travis Fulgham was on another team in another system, this dude would have 1,000 yards right now. Yes, 1,000 yards. But all of y'all want to blame stuff on Carson Wentz, but y'all don't see what's going on. I do. That's the difference between me and you. And y'all want to be doing the same thing to Jalen Hurts in the next 2 years. I'm going to be sitting up here, and I don't know where these guys will be at, but I'll probably be here, inshallah, Lord willing. I'll be here, talking to y'all and telling y'all, yo, hold on. Like, look what Jalen did, this and that, and then like I'm gonna be taking up for Jalen and I'm taking up for Carson Wentz. I am not just a Carson Wentz supporter. I look at everything that's around, everything that's going on. I look at everything that's going on. This organization is failing. Why in the hell is Jason Peters even dressing at any point after he robbed y'all for $10 million and he looks like freaking booty juice? The one game that he's out, it looked like the best offensive line we had all year. I mean, agree with me, chat. I know Notion. I know Tone. I know you agree with me. Last week would look like the best offensive line. Mel, I don't know how you feel about that, but last week looked like the best offensive line we had all year because you got that one link in the chain, and that joint is rusted, and that joint is not sturdy, and it can break so fast, it just causes the whole chain. You might throw the chain away. I don't need that chain.
Hey, we about to find out what that chain looking like now too, though. We got Driscoll out. Matt Pryor's coming in now. So, I mean, Jalen Hurts is about to have to deal with these same conditions. This line ain't consistent. So, but I have a feeling, and I'm going to say it now. Jalen Hurts is possibly going to do the same thing and come next week. He's going, if it ain't there, bye-bye, he's gone. Guarantee his rush yards, the rushing stats are going to look increased and inflated because he's going to make his own running offense. So, hey, fellas, again, I completely agree. This team doesn't scheme around, the success of the players. But now, for some reason, it looks like Doug is kind of creating some kind of a scheme around Jalen. And it's sad. Again, if I was Carson, yes, I'd be asking for a trade up out of here. That's just me, how I feel. I don't like how this team is doing them, and it's terrible to watch. But,
hey, can we do something real fast? Because I see Simone, I see you in here, and I'm trying to get on her page. I've been trying to get on her page, and it just hasn't been working. Is it a way that we can try to get Simone on here? Because I need to talk. I really need to talk to Simone because Simone think that Carson Wentz is done, and she think that the organization is not failing. Jalen Hurts is the future. You feel like that? Okay, all right. Let's talk.
Hey, you already know.
Hey,
Simone been coming with it since day one.
Simone, I send you the link. Simone, if I send you the link on Twitter, are you going to come up on here? Because we got to talk. Go ahead, bro.
Let it be known, Simone. She already know. All right.
You already know. Yeah.
Hey, Mel. Hey, real quick, you got any last thoughts, my guy? I know I got Eagle body bags. He ready. He looked like he ready to put this team in a body bag. He said, let's get it. Y'all know what it is. Nah, I'm just messing. My guy about to come in hot. He coming in ready.
But, about to go crazy. Appreciate you, Mel. Appreciate you, bro.
Already, Mel. Hey, anytime, bro. Notion gang, salute.
My guy.
Yep.
Yo, that.
All right, my guy, Eagle body bags. Hey, I'm going to bring him on. Hold on. I think he's getting right. All right, let's go and do it.
What's going on, man? Y'all been having me in the back of the stage and they're sleeping, just listening. And I'm like, oh man. Hey, Philly Fresh, what's going on, man?
Yo,
I
that
know
what's
you
up,
remember me
bro?
from Assalamu alaikum.
What's up, bro?
Listen, man. Shout out to y'all. Chalk it up, man. I gotta subscribe to y'all, man. This is my first time
Appreciate you, my
actually
guy. I
being
appreciate
man. Listen, I've been on the computer actually, looking up stats on my boy Carson Wentz. Everybody want to talk 2017. I don't like to go back that far because that's too far. I like 2019, and I actually watched only the main games that were, more, that how you say it was important, which was the 7
Yeah,
losses.
yeah, I feel you. They told a better story. I feel you.
And those 7 losses, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I feel as though he was. Let me put this thing. I feel as though he was on a path to be MVP for the regular season that year. And I only say that because when I looked at both of those 7 games, you know what I mean. I looked at it. Okay, look, those seven games. There were 3 games that I blame Carson on. You know what I mean. I just look at it like since everyone hates Carson, I said, okay, let me go back. I put a paper down, put Carson for 7 games, see what he did. Interceptions, anything. I took it and wrote it all down. And there were only 3 games that we lost, that he lost, that I considered, okay, we lost those games. Okay, those are the 3 losses. But there were 4 games that we got burnt toast. I'm talking about cooked. Defense got cooked. Those games, he had no interceptions, no fumbles. He had sacks, but he was in those games, and we lost those games because of poor defense. I'm talking about cooked. I'm talking about the Vikings game.
Body bag.
The
Was one of them Miami? Was one of them
Yes,
Miami?
yes, Miami, the Lions game. The Lions game. Let me
The
tell you,
Falcons game.
But we're not going to blame Aguilar for that because you want to be honest. It should have ended with the fourth and 4 on the screenplay to freaking Julio Jones.
Julio, yeah.
We're not going to even bring it up.
It should have
And
ended
even
there. I agree.
it should have ended there, but it should have. He should. Aguilar should have definitely caught the ball. But my whole thing, I just looked at it as that was a win. Most of those games were wins. So I looked at it and I said, well, damn. He would have been 14-2 or 13-3. That's how I ranked it that. And that would have been good for an MVP regular season. And then he got hurt in the playoffs or whatever. So I looked at his footwork, his mechanics, his throwing, his accuracy, his movement when it came down to pressure. Totally different. I'm looking on the computer at his stats. And now, no, man. I mean, it's dropped down dramatically, man. I'm talking about completed. I really can't get out and close my damn laptop, man. That ain't cool. I got so much shit, man.
No, you good. Bro. You're speaking facts. You're speaking facts right now.
But look, listen, man. My boy does have a problem. He's in a bad situation right now. But I blame this on the front office. I blame this on Howie, man. I don't think this was. I don't. In 2019, we wasn't screaming quarterback in the draft. Oh, let's go. That's the necessity.
Absolutely not.
We need that. No, the necessity was getting 2 elite corners to help out the damn secondary, to help out Malcolm Jenkins, because everybody said he declined. No. He didn't decline. He had to pamper and babysit other corners that were buns. They were trash. And he had to compliment. He actually played more down linebacker than his usual safety position. Cooked the Vikings game. Cooked. We were supposed to at least get 2 elite corners. And then the only thing we probably either in free agency or the draft, and then either go either in free agency or the draft and get at least 2 elite wide receivers. And we're not talking about mediocre receivers. I'm talking about blockbuster office receivers. I need a top name. I need an Owens. I'm tired of going back in the back.
I feel you right back because real quick, to your point, right? It's like y'all talk about Carson Wentz being the guy, right? Hey, we paid him. Carson Wentz is our top priority. if he was your top, did you ever bother to think Howie Roseman that drafting a quarterback in the second round would show that he's not your top priority?
I think that was a slap in the face, to be honest with you.
Quarterback, if he's your top priority, you get him weapons, if anything. If anything,
Yeah.
you get weapons or improve that defense. No,
Listen, the offensive line was way different, brother. It was different in 19. I'm telling you, the offensive line protected him last year. This line, I'm sorry. That game that I saw with that Saints game?
A body bag. A body bag. You want to know what everybody is mad at? You want to know what everybody is mad at?
Yes, I know why they mad. The wins, the losses weigh out the wins. And that's the problem.
I'm gonna get to the soil. I'm gonna get to the soil. I'm gonna get to the root. I'm gonna get to the heart of this right now. I'm gonna tell you what it is, bro. He cannot carry this team. He carried the team last year. He cannot carry this team. He is not equipped to carry this team. Last year, we was depleted at wide receivers. He said, I don't give a damn. I'm going to go out there and give it everything that I got. He cannot get out of harm's way. He can't get out of harm's way in this because and I talked about this so many times. 2018, it was the cornerback. 2019, it was the wide receivers. He overcame that. 2020, it is the O-line that has all these injuries, and he can't overcome that. That's
not until last Sunday, because for some reason the whole offensive line looked like the New England line.
Yeah, they looked elite on Sunday.
I'm sorry. I knew this was going to happen too. I said, mark my words. I bet you if they run the ball, and do what they're supposed to and win this game and do things that Carson was in there, I'm gonna be very highly upset. I'm gonna be very highly upset at the offensive line if they don't give up the set. Which is gonna be very unfair. And let me tell you, they was not letting no one get to hurt. I think Doug said, yo, no one get to hurt.
Not my guy. Not my guy.
No, bro, no. They play great, but still, man.
Go face the wall, bro. Hey, listen, that's terrible.
Listen, man. Another thing, are we gonna? Oh man, I've been an Eagles fan since 1990. 1990.
Got the ruin,
I was born in 1985. You know what I mean? My uncle, you know what I mean? I seen the body bag game, amazing. 28-14 killed everybody. You know, I'm just saying, how many?
The Meadowlands, you know, Miracle.
Yeah, the Miracle.
Yeah, all that. Listen, we've been through all of that. How many?
Everybody and everybody else, all y'all, and everybody in the chat. Come on, you know when I talk to y'all, I'm talking to y'all in the chat too. Let's talk about Doug's game plan against the Packers and against the Bills. A lot of people say that since 2017, Carson Wentz has lost his mobility. I'm talking about last year. We're talking about since we on last year. Last year. When you look at it, we seen Jordan Howard. We seen Miles Sanders run the football down. Even though we was down,
Carson Wentz didn't touch that game. I don't think he got a sack. I don't think he got sacked that game.
Even though Adams was giving us the business, Aaron Rodgers was giving us the business. He still kept running the freaking football. In the Bills game, let's talk about the Bills team. Let's talk about the fact that he ran the ball, but he also ran Carson Wentz, because you're seeing Josh Allen over there doing the same thing. You say, you know what, my quarterback, and this is post. So all that now this year it might be different because he gained weight, but all that because he got an ACL injury. He's not a mobile quarterback and all. That's bullcrap. Because when you look at it in that Bills game, that man when you want to talk about putting a team on your back. I made a video.
He put a team on his back in the Lions game. He put a team on the back on the Lions game, in the Miami game. He didn't get no interception.
the Patriots game. Let's talk about the Patriots game. When
Now
Nelson
look,
Aguilar,
that's the game. That's the game that I said it was a win or a loss. I was on an iffy on that one because
you would have been tying it going into. Yeah, I said the same thing.
but I thought Wentz could have played a little bit more better that game.
You still put the team on your back. Let's talk about this year. Let's talk about this year, body bag. I want to know how you feel about the Pittsburgh game. I want to know how you feel about the Baltimore Ravens game. To where as though you like Carson Wentz did everything he could to put
and
the team on
defense
his
choked.
back.
And the defense choked. And the defense choked.
You remember
and
that jump behind RPO
the Bengals game
to tie the game up with the 2-point conversion at the Baltimore game?
Oh my God. Yeah, that's bull crap. Listen, man, Carson Wentz doesn't do no RPOs or no 2-point conversions. I always know him for throwing.
You try to run it with Jalen Hurts.
You know what I mean?
You try to run it with Jalen Hurts in the second quarter and it didn't work. But yet still
that's
you
what
were trying
happens
to
when
get
that's what happens when you draft another rookie quarterback. And then you got to think. Let me shout out to the boy Rick. That was the first dude y'all had in here. He told me about how about Jalen Hurts. That's a problem. If his mentality is all about the mobility and not about the throwing, that's what I'm afraid. Listen, I was trying to say that for me being an Eagles fan for so long, man, how long or how many years are we gonna go with quarterbacks? How many years are we gonna go without a steady quarterback, a franchise quarterback? And there's going to be here remainder and keep getting rings and going into the playoffs and stuff like. We can't keep going 3 year and out, 2 year and out, 4 years and out, different quarterbacks, and expect chemistry from everybody. It's not going to work. Listen, y'all want to talk about the Jalen? Everybody's listen. It happens every time. Listen, we see magic. We see the throws, the touchdown from the new guy, and it's like you said, it's a good toy. But look, listen, you cannot get rid of Carson Wentz. I'm gonna tell you this right now because you're going to put your whole all into this man, and then what? What happens if he never goes to the dance? Like, listen, I don't have too much confidence in this man, and it's not fair to us Eagles fans that pick even came. Did we deserve a chance in who we're going to pick as a quarterback? Like, I feel as though, like, damn, if it really boiled down to the quarterback situation and that we needed to go in there and get another quarterback in the draft, well, damn, there were other quarterbacks up there, like Joe Burrow, Kyle Murray, shit like that. Since we don't believe in Carson, so why couldn't we just go in there and pick Joe Burrow?
Listen,
no, forget that. If we want to go trade, listen, we trade Carson Wentz next year, bro, on some dumb shit. I want Trevor Lawrence. Fuck all that, man. Everybody want to know. No, fuck the Jalen Hurts, fuck Carson Wentz too. Since you all want to be all like that, no. I want Trevor Lawrence. It's not fair to us fans, man. It's not fair, bro. We want a top dude. Why come we can't get an Ezekiel Elliott? How come we can't get things? We always got to be behind the back of the line. Look at Lamar Jackson.
That's how we don't pick him.
Hey, look at Lamar
we traded
Jackson.
that pick to Baltimore for Lamar.
Thank you.
I still think Wentz is a good pick, though. I still think Wentz is a good
No, I love him. I like Carson Wentz, but he needs help right now.
This
mentally,
team ain't built. Yeah.
Listen, like I said, his mechanics. I'm telling you, last year from now is totally different, man. And he doesn't have it right now. He needs a quarterbacks coach. He needs an offensive coordinator. We need a new we need a new GM. We need to get rid of Howie. We got 10 picks. We cannot have him. We cannot have that man. Not this year, man. I just don't know. And everybody wants a Rob receiver.
I can't last another year,
year.
bro. I can't last another year, Howie. I can't.
I think we all to that point, man. That's
No,
where we're
I
at. Where
really
we're at, bro.
Hey, Tone, real fast. Notion. Hey, Body Bag, appreciate you coming on, man. Like I know you're a old dude, man.
Yeah, I wanted to show you some stats on him, but
Tone, I know he got work in the morning and look like he hanging on
He's
a thread right now. He like, yo, I love what's going on, but we going on 4 hours.
Well, you know what's so crazy? Like
Oh wow!
It's so crazy because like if you notice, I'm leaning slowly. I'm just like
Yeah. If we don't say it, I guarantee if we don't say nothing for 5 minutes.
You gonna see Tone on the mic.
He gonna be.
I just want to say, man, for all the quarterbacks that we had, man, please, I ask, man. Like I said, man, I lost a lot of my hair, man, because of this team, man. So, listen, please do not put your don't do that. Not right now, Philly Fresh. I can't even go that route. I still got hair. I believe in myself. Okay. Listen. So
I can't go that route. If it's gone, it's all the way gone. I ain't gonna play with it. You hear me?
You ain't gonna play with it? Left for a little bit. Damn. All right, no, but I just tell you, man, don't get your hopes up too high. I mean, I like it. Listen, if he wins these last 4, by all means, great. But listen, if you're gonna base it off that and then say, yo, let's get rid of Carson Wentz, man, nah, it's not gonna be good, man. I don't think he's gonna take us to the last dance. Come on, man. We already got Pat Mahomes up there. There's a juggernaut. We got Tom Brady who's still in the fucking league. What makes you think they're gonna allow Jalen Hurts to get past them? No offense to us squad. No offense to us Eagles. But nah, man. Like, listen, man. He ain't that league. This is the league. This is the league, right? This is the league.
You're right.
I don't think he's ready. I just don't think I'm not confident in him. And if we're gonna get him, 5 years? He got 5 years to get a Super Bowl ring. Because I know one guy who got one, and he on the bench.
Yeah, of course.
and he shouldn't be the only one bench. But okay. Well, why do we got Mills? He's been with us for 6 years. Best safety in the world, right?
No, body bag. I swear to God, bro. I could go all night on that one.
Yo, man, I told Philly Mike, man, I wanted to come on. He gonna hit me up on Instagram, and we was gonna get seated and all that. And I want to come on live with y'all next time or whatever. You know what I mean, on a private show, not a live call in. You know what I mean? That'll be, you know what I mean, definitely legit, man.
That'll be dope. I think we're gonna start doing it. We're gonna start bringing up like people that don't got channels and having them on here and still doing the calling, but y'all be like the main because people on the calling, y'all know the subscribers, y'all know the people that comment, y'all comment with each other. So you know what I mean? Y'all probably comment with each other, especially in the chat. More than us,
because I be on Philly 500 channel a lot, mostly. Like I'm on Philly 5 and Lord Brunson's a lot. Like that's every in the morning. Like, that's where I'm on. You know what I mean? So I mean that's who. You know what I mean?
Man, like I said, appreciate you. I see my guy, man. I see him, man. I gotta make sure that I know what he do.
I gotta subscribe to y'all too, though.
All right, bro. Assalamu alaikum.
You already know my guy, Notion Gang salute.
All right, get some sleep. Get some sleep. Chalk it up.
Big time, my G. Big time.
Hey, you want to bring us home? No, we ain't got nobody in the backstage, right?
Nah, we good. We cleared out,
man. You want to bring us home, or you want to let me do it?
Hey, go and bring us out of here, my guy, because you already know, bro. Listen, I'm just gonna give a quick outro, man. You rock this thing out, bro. Because again, we know we got some problems in Eagle Land. But at the end of the day, hey, listen, we a strong Eagle family. I think we gonna get through it. I know the locker room, this fan base is divided right now. It is what it is. But hey, we all need to stick together.
I mean, look at the chat. Look at this. They going like they
that's
going.
What I'm saying. We going ham. We going ham on each other. Like, look, brother, I'm gonna tell you one thing, man.
The fan base is split. The locker room is split, and you gotta blame this on the front office. You making that pick after Carson Wentz had to go through with the Nick Foles thing and Chris Long, shout out to him, but him building the shrine to Nick Foles and all that bull crap, and then a year later, after you put the team on after you put the team on your back and win the last 4 games, it should have been 5, but the defense, they did what they did, whatever. Okay. But let's not even like for real, Tone. For real, Notion. Let's keep it a bean. With his play last year, he should have been 12-4. Let's talk about the Patriots game. Let's talk about the Atlanta game. These are drop winning touchdowns. Let's talk about the Lions game. These are drop winning touchdowns. And what we was 9-7. We should have been 12-4. If we're 12-4 last year,
bro,
you don't even draft Jalen Hurts.
Bro, listen.
It's not even a discussion.
If we went 12-4, once is the MVP. because he threw all those yards with a receiver under 500, no receiver over 500 yards. That's an instant MVP for me. Instant. If we go 12-4, you know, once playing the way he played, put up the numbers he put up, bro, that's an easy
that's MVP season.
Easy. He is literally the most valuable player. Literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, this whole situation is sticky again. I don't like the treatment towards Carson Wentz, because if the organization had this planned out the way this was, I mean, listen, again, this is just bad business. I feel bad for any future quarterbacks that come here, because I'm sure they all gonna be looking like, hey, I mean, my replacement could be drafted in the second round. You know, this next draft ain't no telling. So, hey, fellas, you already know. Listen, if y'all new to this channel, if y'all new to the Philly Notion vibe, y'all know what it is. Hey, go and check me out. We new and coming up, Kicking Eagle Flavor. And if you new to the ride, go hit subscribe. And hey, listen, I know my guy Fresh. He about to go and kick some knowledge real quick. Go and kick him with the dog.
No. I just want to get a couple of these comments, because people
let's go on through these comments real quick,
people misplace the things that we say. First of all, Lamont, the Wentz get a ring. Yes, he went 11-2. There's no way that you go to the Super Bowl without that dude. That's number one. Number two, real fast before we get out of here. Facts only. Wentz would have been MVP. That's not what Tone was saying. He would have said in his eyes, you got to give him MVP. He's his MVP for doing that. He didn't say league MVP. You don't listen. That's the problem that I got with some of you people. You just think that when we come up here and we say things, you just listen to half of it, man. Listen to the whole thing before you judge somebody. Tone, can I ask you this?
Yes, sir.
Was you saying if he would have did that last year, he would have been league MVP?
I'm saying when you put up numbers like that, you put up over 4,000 yards, no receiver got over 500 yards, and you go 12-4. Shit, that's an MVP performance.
Right. But he not saying that he would have been MVP. We all know what Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson did. We know that.
Right.
We know that.
Right. Nah, he's just saying it should be up for consideration.
He in the conversation.
Like he should be in that conversation. Again, yeah. Ain't nobody knocking what Mahomes did. Listen, but yeah, if you go 12-4, any quarterback, and you ain't got no wide receivers, you know, nobody that's eclipsing what is it? 500 yards.
You have to
be in this discussion.
Travis Fulgham is stuck at 435. He still ain't got that this year, bro.
And you break a franchise record for yards? Come on, man. Listen. At the end of the day, people gonna feel how they feel, man. You know, it's all conjecture, it's all opinion. It's all for the love. This is why we do it. We all do it for the criticism. We all do it for the love. We all do it for the hate. We all do it for the respect at the end of the day, man. And, you know, I'm your boy, Tone DeShields II. I'm going to always keep it real with you no matter what. I'm going to always give you my honest truth, and I'm going to always approach it with humbleness and gratitude at the end of the day. But I live for this. I die for this. I bleed green. I bleed blue. My Sixers and my Eagles, I ride for that, man. And, you know, don't ever question it. At the end of the day, I'm an Eagles fan first. And whoever throwing that ball, I'm rocking. If it's Carson, I'm rocking. If it's Hurts, I'm rocking. If it's somebody else, I'm rocking. And at the end of the day, when they put on that jersey and they rocking for this city, they got to know what come with it. And regardless of who should be the quarterback and who shouldn't be the quarterback, is my opinion. If you got an opinion, make a damn channel and rock out with the boy. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Because everybody eats. You know, everybody eats. And if you got an opinion, come onto the live stream. Talk your talk. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's why we got call-ins. Don't be Twitter fingers. You know, come in the chat and do what you got to do and rock out with the guys. You know, say your piece. We'll agree to disagree, and it is what it is. But don't say blasphemous stuff and just spew hatred and lies in the chats. Knowing if you just catch the whole vibe, you know what we're talking about. We know Wentz not playing well, and we know Doug not calling his best game. And guess what? We all know Jalen Hurts, that pick set off, put a lot of things in motion. But regardless, y'all, this is our reality. Hurts is the quarterback right now, and honestly, we're going to find out this offseason. This offseason going to be real entertaining. So y'all better lock in the Philly Fresh, the General. Y'all better lock in the Philly Notion. And y'all better lock in and chalk it up. Where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game because the content going to be flowing hot.
All right, let me take us home, man. We just rocked out 4 hours with y'all. And whoever's still in here, I appreciate y'all. Whoever was in here the whole joint, make sure y'all go on Notion page. Make sure y'all go on Tone DeShields page, aka Chalk It Up, aka Philly Notion, aka Warm It Up. Listen,
yes,
you
sir.
gotta subscribe to them guys. Make sure y'all hit the like on this video and this. If you are on Notion or you on Tone or you on mine, it was all on all our channels. So please, man, we put in this work, even if you disagree, man. Like I could disagree with y'all, but I still will like your comment. You know what I mean? All I'm asking is, even if you disagree, just make sure you like their video, man. Seriously, man. We put in this work. We sat here for 4 hours, sitting down. I mean, I only took one bathroom break. I don't think Notion. I don't know.
I took one. I took one.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't know how Notion ain't do. I know you took one,
Hey,
Tone.
I ain't fill up before I came on, my guy.
Yo,
After
Notion,
this,
you a beast.
in about 5 minutes.
But what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is, Fresh, I need a wrench. I got you. I got you, body bag. But what I'm saying is, we this ain't first take and none of that. We won't get commercials. We won't get to sit there and get makeup all on our face and get pot. No, we went straight for y'all. You know what I mean? So I appreciate all of y'all, man. Seriously, because without y'all, there's no us. We might disagree, whatever the case may be, but I still got love for all of y'all. Seriously, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to these two dudes, man. I'm trying to make sure that these dudes get to 1,000 within the next month. That's my duty. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get them there. So make sure that y'all do that, man. You already know who I am. It's Fully Fresh, aka the General, man. Also, aka a Full for the Better Word podcast. Shout out to my guys, man. I know that they probably not in here right now. They probably night. It's probably night time for them. You know what I mean? But shout out to them, man. And shout out to y'all. Seriously, man. Yo, that stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all.
Yes, sir. Y'all already know the vibes. Until next time, gang. Y'all know what it is. Gonna keep the notion.